Done.
And we're live.
And we're live. That's right. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Take Cover Podcast. We're here with Douglas.
You're going to have to quit that, dog.
Let's go ahead and wrap that up right now.
Yeah, go ahead and put that bad boy out. DJ, good to see you, man. Last time I saw you had a little less hair.
A lot less hair.
A lot less hair, actually.
Yeah.
You were almost bald,
Trying to
really.
look like Mick Foley.
Looking
dog.
like a man.
You do kind of look, you got that mankind look going.
That's what I'm going for, man. Shoe bomber.
So before we got going, we were just talking about this 151 pounds of meth drug bust that happened in
meth.
Owensboro. And you know firsthand what was going on here. So
Well,
walk me through.
Not firsthand. Yeah, no.
Allegedly.
You're about to hear.
Yeah.
Big Doug just got told some shit.
Oh, okay. What Big
I
Doug
just read some
get
shit.
told?
I had nothing to do with that shit.
Right.
Let me tell
Oh,
you.
shit. I need to
brother.
share it real quick.
Look at me. That would be like ironic if I was doing meth. You know, I was like, I look
That
like
would
I
be
do
ironic.
You don't look like you're smoking meth.
Yeah, I
So that's
kinda do.
good,
I look like I'm selling it, but I'm not. Yo, $10
Anyways.
a gram, dog.
How much? How much is meth?
I don't know.
It's probably expensive. People make a killing
I'm
off
too
of it.
fat to do meth. First
They
of all,
they wouldn't be transmitting
it's not that
much,
expensive. That's why it's a poor man's drug.
That's true. It can't be
But
too expensive. Right?
what we were talking about is they were pinged in California and Arizona, which me being the conspiracy theorist that I am, they're in Arizona. They probably messing with some cartel boys. I'm just saying. And they're moving that much weight.
151 pounds of meth, you're probably messing with a direct guy.
Brother.
Yeah.
They're dealing with some Breaking Bad shit.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot.
it's right next door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
So I didn't know this, but you told me they actually got popped in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
No, they did.
No, they
No, they got their door kicked in.
Ow, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
No,
that's
I meant
public.
allegedly
I mean,
like your neighborhood.
you can
maybe.
Google it, dog. You ain't gonna tie me to nothing. No, but yeah, it was like a block down from you, which just happens to be like a block away from my sister and her kids, which is fucking wild. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, right next to a park and everything.
Which is like 2
Yeah.
blocks down from you.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, man, I mean, you don't notice it, but it is happening.
So like, how
I
did
think
that?
it's funny, kind of, but
Do you know how it like
kids
all
died and shit,
transpired? As far as like how the law
Oh,
enforcement
man,
got
I
on to them?
just
You know, their
from-
phones got tapped.
Yeah. Well, that's public knowledge. And you just, in my opinion, if you're moving that kind of weight in Owensboro, you're going to get caught.
That's a lot.
You're going to
It's
get
a
caught.
whole
They
lot.
brought a lot
We
of
live in
agencies.
Owensboro.
Yeah, they brought a lot of
You know,
agencies in.
Motherfuckers think they're Pablo Escobar when they sell a gram of weed. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I
they show that off. You know?
I just told y'all a minute ago, like, I was genuinely impressed when they showed the pictures of like how high quality the
Oh, they
rifles were.
Yeah,
You
that's.
know?
I wish we can buy
Like,
some to be
No
honest.
shit. Like, put those up for auction. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, we'll
Hell,
bid on
in the
them.
market for an AR-15.
Especially with Biden in
Hit
there,
me
you know?
up, dog. Yeah, I know. Fuck paying taxes for guns.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. Come and take it. I
Yeah.
say that, but then
Oh,
it actually
Lord.
happens, and I shit my pants, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, here you go.
Which everybody needs to admit. I love like reading Facebook, and you'll see people like, "Oh, I'm fighting. I'm doing this." No, you're not. No, you're not.
There's not a whole lot of people that are gonna fight law enforcement.
You're-
there are some that
you're-
will like
you're
hole
not.
up in their house, like the guy in New York.
Yeah,
who's like going live on Instagram. Every
guys
2
out in
seconds.
Eastern Kentucky and Hartford, Kentucky. But there ain't nobody hard enough in Owensboro to do some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. If,
If
you
you-
disagree, prove it.
If you're surrounded
Yeah.
by nature, then you could do it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You
for
just
sure.
vanish. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
sure, I can see some Hartford, Stanley, some dudes
Nice.
out on
There's
the river
nothing-
doing some shit like
yeah,
that.
on
You
the
know,
river,
yeah.
maybe.
There's
I was
nothing
about
to
say
do
Stanley, there's
but
nothing
disagree with the
fields
government.
out there. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know, man.
It's a wild town. There's been a lot of like significant amounts of like crime that you wouldn't expect. Like, was it
is
yesterday?
true.
Somebody got yanked out of their car in Frederica at knife point.
Really?
Yeah.
At knife point. First of all, motherfucker,
Okay,
Somebody
okay,
was
Ballsy.
playing, dog.
you
That's
better
fucking
target at a woman, bro.
I'm
'cause-
trying to
Yeah,
see
he
that
was.
video.
I believe it was a woman who was in the
That's
car.
some world star shit.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, straight up yanked on Frederica Street, like in front of
I
everybody.
mean,
like,
yeah.
did you know that we can see you?
You know,
Dude,
people
yeah.
joke about Owensboro being smaller, can fight it to our own little deal, but shit goes down.
Yeah, there
Shit
are
goes
crazy
down.
people
Not
here,
as
yeah.
much as it was
Yeah.
back in the day, but like now, you know, our generation, we're not cut from the same cloth as our uncles or grandfathers. I can speak from experience. You know, we couldn't hang with those guys.
Yeah.
But as that proves, that 151 pounds of meth. I mean,
Like, relatively, we
That's
live
some-
in a pretty safe community.
Right,
Even with
right.
151
We
pounds
do.
of meth. Like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
the meth is only going to affect the meth heads who want the meth.
Yeah.
we're
right.
sitting here
You know
talking
what I
about Richard Ramirez. That ain't happening.
That
here,
is not
dog,
happening
you
here.
know.
Right.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
We say that, and then we go home tonight and get stabbed in our sleep.
Not this dude.
But it's, yeah,
I don't leave open doors.
I will.
I don't leave open doors, bro. Like, you watch that documentary?
No,
it's
it's-
Night Stalker on Netflix, by
Brother,
the way, is what we're
it's
talking
not
about.
1955. They didn't have crackheads then. We have crackheads now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And meth heads.
Yeah.
You know,
But, like, Richard Ramirez specifically broke into, like, open doors, open windows.
Yeah.
He didn't actually break anything. He just opened it. It's hard to even call it breaking and entering. It's more just like entering.
that dude was wild.
All the way wild.
He was wild.
He's disgusting.
But I mean, we sit here and joke like that, but you never know. I mean, mental health is a thing.
Yeah.
Drugs are a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, shit could go down, but we live in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of guns around here. I think all three of us would be okay. You know,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know me. I know you. I know you.
Well,
I mean,
here's the thing: is like I know some people that just don't lock anything. And I was talking to somebody the other day about
It's
it.
like an ethical belief, by the way.
Yeah.
It's almost like their religion that they don't lock their doors.
Well, I was talking to them about it, and I said the only thing that is keeping somebody from coming in and taking all your shit is like
Or harming you.
a piece of metal this big.
Yeah.
In the best case
It's
scenario,
true.
in the best,
true.
A deadbolt. Yeah.
yeah.
well, I'd
and- well,
rather
that,
you break into my house and steal everything I have than stab me.
Right. But if they're in
Yeah.
your house, they're just going to go ahead and stab you.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
They
gonna
might.
worry- Especially when they see you.
I
You're
think
big
I'm-
ass sleeping
yeah.
in
They're
bed. They're
definitely-
like,
you're
yeah, we're going to go and cap this dude.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
I'm also my big ass 357s waiting on you. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're planning on robbing me, just know you're catching one.
At least-
If I can get to it quick enough, you're getting shot in the fucking face. Man. I promise you. We're sitting here talking about crime. That's why I wanted Mike to come on, man. The main story I wanted you to hear, you personally,
You
he
tell
kind of
it.
knows,
You tell it on his behalf.
is so Mike, who was supposed to do the podcast tonight, is
Canceled
retired.
like exactly 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Mike, I'm gonna whoop your old ass. Bow, dog. Anyway, yeah, I'm not playing. I'll whoop him. I don't care.
Do it.
I don't
Record
care
it.
how old he is.
Yo,
dog.
world star.
I'm gonna fucking choke you out, homie. No, I won't. I'll get beat up. Anyway, so the main reason I wanted on here, he was retired OPD. He was retired deputy coroner. But you would have got a kick out of this. Is I was wrestling one time, whatever. He comes up to me. I've known Mike my whole life. He never put two and two together. He came up to me one time and he's like, "What's that tattoo on the back of your arm?" Like, it says my last name. I'm a sheriff. And he's like, "Sheriff? Who's your granddad?" I'm like, "Daryl Sheriff." And he freaks out. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" So Mike, I don't think he was a rookie, but I think he was a greenhorn. He was young on the force. He had a run-in with my grandfather. My grandfather was a well-known drunk. He robbed Moonlight, stuff like that. He was crazy, dude. He,
The apple didn't fall far from the tree.
well, I've never robbed anything. No.
Allegedly.
I'll show you his rap sheet. The apple went way over to the side, brother. I'm nothing like that. But Mike did a routine, like, just traffic stop one Sunday, and he's like, he noticed it was my grandfather, and he's like, "Hey, Daryl, let me see your license." And according to Mike, you know, my grandfather, allegedly, I guess. Nah, I believe it. It happened. He just looked at Mike and said, "Here it is," and smiled and, you know, threw the car into gear and drove off. And long story short, gunshots were fired. My grandfather was about like 6'3" or 6'4". And my favorite part of the story is that he apparently, you know, put his hands up, fell face forward, and was chewing asphalt and spitting it at Mike. And
What drugs was he on? All the good ones?
oh, well, this is back in the day, man. He was a wino. He was just a wino. Probably drinking whiskey. Who knows, man? He drank Mad Dog 2020. It's a cheap
Nice.
wine. It's like
Yeah.
toilet bowl wine.
Right.
And anyway, so he goes to jail. It's when the jail was downtown. Mike Postaway gets a phone call or a letter or something. I don't know. It's 100 years ago. And yeah, Mike,
Wait,
you're
where is
old.
the jail downtown?
It's torn down now.
Oh, okay. Where was
it's been
it, though?
demolished.
I didn't even know it was down there.
I don't know, somebody answered, but it was like 3rd Street or St. Anne or something.
Huh.
Yeah, it was like we were
Close to the courthouse?
We were real young. Yeah, we were
Okay.
real young. And anyway, so Mike gets a letter from the FBI that he had broke my grandfather's back. And this and that.
Shit.
So the story goes that my grandfather was, talking shit to a guard or an inmate or something. They tripped him down the stairs and he broke his back.
Oh.
So when he broke his back, he blamed Mike Postwaite. It was like when he arrested
arresting
me, he
officer.
beat me.
Yeah.
And he's like, he broke my back. And nothing ever came of it. But I just wanted Mike to tell that story. It's hilarious when he tells it because he gives like vivid details. Obviously he was there. He's shooting out. I think
He was there when he broke his back.
yeah, Mike beat my granddad up, you piece of shit.
I know a CO who got fired for breaking an inmate's arm.
Yeah.
It was on St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth Street.
St. Elizabeth. There we go.
St. Elizabeth Street.
It's downtown, one way, I think now. It's like, I don't know. I'm 24.
I know St. Anne. I've never heard of
We're
St.
too
Elizabeth.
young for that,
Yeah.
dude.
They probably renamed
Old
it. It's like
fucks
4th
watching
Street
this.
now.
I don't
gave it
think
a
they
basic
did that.
bitch name.
But Mike was also a deputy coroner, so he had some good stories for that, seeing some wild shit, which we were just talking about. A lot of people.
Where the Bluegrass Museum used to be, or is.
Oh,
sorry.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Didn't know that. Who's saying that?
Misty White.
Oh, that's Bobby Wilson's daughter, Misty White. Anyway, no, it's my cousin, Misty. She probably went there a few times, I'm sure. But no, Mike had a few stories I wanted him to tell you. I like your diversity on the podcast. You have all different. Now you're stuck with me, so it's like, what do we talk about? What do we do? I don't know. I've never been arrested. I've never been in trouble. Well, you're the host.
Been in trouble?
Lead the way. Oh, I've been in trouble
First
a
of
bunch
all,
of times.
yeah.
In school, I've never been in big trouble.
Mom, what are you doing here? That was so funny, dude.
That don't work no more. I tried it a couple weeks ago.
Forgot about you doing that.
And
For anybody who doesn't know,
I'm blessed.
when we go to bars with DJ likes to stand relatively close to the door where oncoming traffic is coming in. And anyone over the age of 30, he
Yeah,
goes,
20.
Mom, what are you doing here?
So
I remember when a girl actually started dancing with you because of that. She's like,
It
hey.
works.
Yeah.
But I look like I'm 30, so
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a wild looking motherfucker. It don't really work. My favorite story with me and you is the Latina chick. I said something to her, then I turned around. I was like, I thought in my head, I'm like, this ain't working. And Jacob's like, she's talking to you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
I was halfway across the bar and you were looking at me for confirmation that what you
laughing
did was funny. Yeah, you're like, oh, did you see that? And I'm like, bro, she's trying to fuck you right now.
That girl was banging, dog.
Yeah, she was-
If you're watching, I'll put
You
a
were
baby
lucky it
in
was a
you.
dark bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. She probably thought I was somebody else. I'm just saying. I was Josh Merritt. or
Colton
something.
wants to know what's up with Jesus. What's up with your hair nowadays?
It looks good. It's a good look on him.
I
Don't-
signed a I'm not very popular yet, but I'm with Haynes.
I'm not very popular.
So
You're with them, you carry them with you, or
I do a couple photo shoots for them. They wanted me to grow my hair out.
You know.
That's what's up with it.
he said, "No, smart ass. I've been to the new one."
Sorry, I forgot your age. I didn't know. I don't know, man. We went to the bar and this is the first time I ever felt old, and I was like, oh God, this ain't gonna work. I didn't even try, so maybe I should go this weekend and try the pickup lines. Maybe it will work.
Are the bars even open?
Yeah, they are.
They are?
Dude, 1006 was popping. Sorry to
Really?
put y'all on blast, but y'all
Sorry.
some bitches.
They were popping with masks.
Look, I
and
can't
preventative
wrestle.
measures.
Yeah.
I can't wrestle
6
right
foot
now.
distancing.
As long as COVID's going on, I've had one wrestling match in a year now.
And that was in your living room.
We don't joke about that. No, it was at KMS in Whitesville.
Okay.
Yeah, he jokes, but heavyweight champion. Whatever.
We won't
We
get into
won't
the
go there,
semantics of it.
but-
Yeah, heavyweight champion. Don't.
But
Third son of
biggest independent promotion around. I'm the champion. Whatever.
Biggest
it doesn't,
independent
it doesn't
promotion.
matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we go into 1006. Shit is popping, dog. Popping. I'm fucking mad. I'm like, you motherfuckers, put a mask on. I'm trying to fucking wrestle, man. Like, people are going to keep getting sick, even though it's fake. But
Those are dead shit.
just kidding. We're not going into that.
Randy,
Coronavirus fake, DJ?
No.
Is it fake? Does coronavirus even exist?
Hey, look, everything is permanent on the internet, so we're not saying anything like that.
Randy said, ask DJ about going with me, going to the bar with him.
Randy?
Randy Wilson, yeah.
Randy Wilson, old raw dog.
Oh, raw dog
Randy's
Randy
the one
Wilson.
who opened,
Randy
who
is
knocked on my door asking for a cup of sugar. And I was like,
Did you tell him about that?
no.
Classic.
I didn't. We
dude.
were sitting like so. First of all, you don't even. I don't think you even know this, but my doorbell sounds like a prison cell opening. Like it goes "Arr!" like a fucking cell block is
He
open.
hits it.
And so he hits that, and we're like, "What the fuck?" Nobody ever rings the doorbell. That we know they just knock on the door because they know. So it scares the shit out of us. First of all, I open the door, and I'm immediately like, "What the fuck's this guy want?" And like, I didn't even see you guys in the truck.
Yeah.
I just seen him, and he was like, "You got a cup of sugar?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." Like, I was like, but first of all,
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
That's
I do, but do you need it? Because like, I know you're friends with DJ,
I know,
and
know
then I hear, and I look over, and DJ's in the back of his fucking truck.
Classic, bro. But when he got in the truck and he's like, yo, he really gave me he was going to give me a cup of sugar. I'm like, that's not the point, brother. We're not really getting sugar.
He's like, "Do we actually need sugar?" Because he's got some sugar in there.
So Randy wants me to tell the story about going to the bar with him. Randy is 5'9" or 5'10", whatever he is.
I'm like 5'8", but
Like 160 pounds, soaking wet. When he drinks, and he loves liquid cocaine. When he drinks
And
liquor, no incrimination on him. Nah, I never gave Randy that. But just kidding. When he drinks liquor, he turns into 10-foot tall, bulletproof. We all know the guy. And we were at the bar one night, and this girl's banging, dog. It was me, him, and Fireball Roberts, which Fireball's a big guy, jacked, tatted up. He just looks rough. And this woman says something, and oh shit, I done fucked up.
Oh.
Well, we get kicked out of the bar.
Oh, wait, so back it up like an hour. Back it up like an hour.
No, like 5 minutes ago. So like 5 minutes earlier, we get kicked out of the bar. Randy
For
walks
what?
in. Well, Randy walks into the females' restroom, into the girls' restroom,
Christ.
going yee and shit like that. So the bouncers.
problem.
You gotta go.
The bouncer knew. I wish that's all they said. The bouncers were about to fuck him up, dog.
Oh shit! What bar was it at?
Taylor's.
Are they open?
I know this is like a fucking year and a half ago.
Gotcha.
Or 2 years ago. And, they're about to whoop Randy. So, like, I stopped the bouncers. I'm like, yo, dog, he's with me. We had been in there every fucking week for a year. I'm like, yo, he's with me, man. I'm never trouble. Just let me take him out.
Yeah.
They oblige. And I act like that's a choice. Like, they could
Right.
have whooped us, too.
Yeah.
just knock you out as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So we walk outside, and there's this good-looking woman, and Randy's like, hey, show me your tits, you sexy motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, God damn it, this girl's got a boyfriend or something. Like, this is how the night's going.
Yeah.
Well, sure as shit, she does.
Oh, it worked.
And brother,
Wow.
well,
Wait, she was walking in. Was she already drunk? Because it seems.
oh, yeah, we're all
Okay.
fucked up.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's
This
one
is
of them
like
like
1 a.m.?
It's one of them mass exodus where everybody's
Right.
leaving, and the guy in the truck or car or whatever, he's like, "What the fuck, man? Who's this guy with?" And me and Fireball walk up.
I don't know. Fuck him up.
Hindsight being 2020, I should have said that.
Yeah.
But we come up and we're like, "Yo, he's with us," and the guy's like, "Oh, all right, man. I mean, he's just fucked up, ain't he?" I'm like, "Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
bad.
he's super drunk.
He's
dude.
never like this sober,
he's sober.
which is a lie." And
He's like this when he's sober.
so like I physically pick up Randy in the air and I fucking put him in the car. I'm like, "Yo, dude, I'm sorry." Randy the whole way is fucking talking shit like, "You really want this motherfucker?" I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna be the guy that gets beat up.
Yeah.
We're fighting for you. Fuck off, dude. We're not trying to fucking fight. I'm not trying to get whooped here in front of everybody, you know?"
It's be really bad for my wrestling career.
Brother was mad, man. This woman's husband was pissed, dog. He's like, "Who the fuck's he with?" I'm like, "Oh, us."
Who's that
Like,
lady?
oh shit.
Man, that Taylor's parking lot at like 148 is just
It's
a
a
wild
dangerous place.
It is a wild place to be. There's cops flying in.
I know where you're
There's
getting
people
here.
running out.
I know what you just remembered.
Yeah, you remember you getting slapped in the
motherfucker.
parking
Yeah,
lot?
you know, fucking pieced up. This bitch was like,
DJ got beat up because
I
some
ain't
woman.
get beat up.
Okay, so DJ
Sounds
did.
like you got a little bit beat up.
So
Oh, I got pieced up.
I don't
dog,
even know
straight
what
up.
was going on.
You talk shit. That's
I
what
was not
going
talking
on.
shit.
He was provoking this woman.
I
I
can
was
believe
not.
it.
For
I was
somehow
not.
she
I was
fucking
leaving. I was sober. I was
mistaken my-
DD.
Oh shit.
I was DD.
Bullshit,
Okay, so now I
dog.
believe his side of the story.
I was DD.
Brother's like the size of my fucking lower body. This bitch somehow so fucked up confuses him with me. Don't know how. I get fucking pieced up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I get in a fight with the fucking cops, dude.
So,
Yeah,
so
I
this
remember
lady
that
was
shit.
mad. This lady was she was super drunk. She was slurring her words and everything. And she came right up to me and she said, "I'm not fucking worried about the cops stopping me." And I was like, okay. I was like, why not? She's like, "'Cause I've slept with enough of them." And I was like,
Cool.
And I was just like, well, there's another one over there. And when
So do you like short guys or what?
This story
Howdy. They call me a deputy from time
This
to time.
ain't real, dog. This is not the true
This
story.
is exactly how it happened.
This is
DJ.
not the true
you
story.
walked up afterwards.
All right, well, we'll
I-
hear DJ's story. Go ahead.
Oh
Jay.
yeah, you go ahead.
and
I'll
I
tell the
point,
real shit.
and I
man.
pointed over and I said, "Well, there's a cop right over there." And she was like, "Did you just say that because he's black?" And I was like, "Whoa, hold
Wait,
on."
was I there for this?
Yeah, I think you were there.
I'm pretty sure I was there for this.
We went
That
to
bitch was
fucking-
crazy.
Yeah.
Brother, we went to Denny's.
Yeah, we went to Denny's.
Yeah, I was
remember
definitely there for this.
And
Yeah,
she-
we went to
I
Denny's with
remember
Cody.
this.
Yeah.
My now,
Yeah.
like relation.
Yeah.
yeah, she was mad. She was mad.
That's cool.
That lady was
Yeah,
very
that
mad.
girl was wild. Go
And
ahead, keep going.
We
Brent.
ended up
Everybody's
just. I ended
going.
up just walking away after like everybody just started shouting, and DJ were just like, "Just go."
Bullshit.
And the moment I left, like she just turned it all to him, and I was.
This is a fucking lie, dog.
All right, let's see it.
You talked fucking shit to the woman. You
About
were
what?
fucking thinking you were funny. You walked away when
You
the
were
shit.
clowning on her a little bit.
She
The
was being
fucking
too
air
sloppy
got
drunk.
thick, brother. And you walked away, and who's there to fucking take the punches? Like always.
First
Like
of
since
all,
were
we both
kids.
walked away.
Yeah, everybody walked away but you.
And
Because you were
this
like,
fucker-
"Wait,
first
do you
of
need a
all-
ride home? Do you need a ride home?
Yeah,
Do you need a
wait,
ride
wait. So Chase opened the can of funny, like, because it's a drunk girl who's talking shit about fucking cops.
Yeah.
He, like, started down the jokes. I kind of continued the jokes, and we both walked away, and you started clowning. So
I don't
act like you were innocent in
I
this.
don't believe it. The story
Everybody
I remember,
knows who we are. And
brother.
knows-
The story I rember is him talking
You were
shit.
drunk.
He walks away when it gets fucking rowdy.
Yep.
I get fucking pieced up. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
She hit him in front of the cops too.
Yeah,
Straight
but,
in front
and
of
then I fucking
the cops
argued
were
with the
standing
cops.
behind us because we were arguing with her.
Yeah, I told the fucking cop, I'm like, why ain't you doing your fucking job? You just watch this crazy
And
bitch.
he laughed
hit
at
me."
you.
No, he got mad.
He
Or
la-
no, the fat white cop got mad.
Yeah.
And he started going
He got
off. I'm
mad
like,
at you.
fuck you too.
Yeah, he got mad at you.
I was like, what the fuck am I doing, dude?
Yeah.
I'm just standing here, you fat fuck.
You just got beat
Fuck
up.
you.
He's mad at you. You got beat up by like a 500-pound girl.
Brother, I love how y'all say I get beat up. I'm just getting fucking hit like this.
Because
But it pissed me off. I do
Bro, I
remember
seen her
getting real
jump off the
mad.
third fucking rope with a chair. I don't know what you're talking about.
But I got fucking mad. I do remember
Yeah.
that because she hit me and I'm like, go town. And I'm like, oh, fuck you.
But you didn't move a muscle. I'll say
No,
that.
no.
You just took your licks and you were like, "What the fuck?" And you turned to the cops.
Hindsight being 2020, I would have slept her. I should have.
I'd have hit her with my fucking truck.
people are pretty fucking ridiculous outside in that Taylor's parking lot after hours.
Taylor's is not a place you want to go. Like if it's your 21st birthday, you're trying to have a good time. Don't go to Taylor.
Go to Taylor's.
Go to Taylor's.
No,
If
no,
you're
no.
21, go to Taylor's.
If you're trying
If you
to
want to
get-
see fights get plastered and go
Brother.
out with a girl, go to Taylor's.
if you're trying to get some fucking colony trailer park booty,
go to Taylor's.
go to Taylor's.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
where
want to
it's
have
at.
a good time and not think that you're a piece of trash, don't go to Taylor's. Like I'm telling you.
Every time I went to Taylor's, you would say some bullshit about me that was like trying to be a pickup line.
It's his birthday.
Yeah. every time
And it
we
worked.
show up at Taylor's, it was my
It
birthday.
did work occasionally.
Hell yeah.
He would be
I
like,
have
no,
a video of it working.
we don't talk about the video
Yeah,
at work.
dog.
You ever made out with a black girl?
oh, oh! I gotta see that shit, dude.
I
I
have it.
remember that,
I have
bro.
it.
I'm having like PTSD fucking Vietnam
having a
War
good time.
flashbacks about that.
He's really having a bonding moment
Oh,
there.
I
too,
got you,
but-
dog. I'll fucking get
Really
you
having a
on one.
bonding moment of a girl I don't know her name and never talk to again.
That shit was legendary, bro.
Yeah,
That
we
was
were
a
just
wild
standing
night.
there.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
She was hammered.
No, that girl was on one bad.
She was absolutely hammered.
Chase attracts the black women. I don't
Let's
know
see
why.
here.
Let's read some comments.
Let's get out of here before it gets sticky.
Again.
Will White said,
love black
ask him
women.
about the night over in Evansville after the NFW show when he got totally wasted.
What's NFW stand for?
Oh, okay. So that's New Focus Wrestling.
Okay.
There was a show back a few months ago. William, I love you, by the way. And we go over there. There's this veteran wrestler that's done TV, stuff like that. He's like a legit veteran, WWF, all kinds of crazy shit, that's dying of cancer. So we decided to go see him. Me being me, I'm like, hey, might as well make it a party. You know,
Might as well get fucked up.
I'm smoking a couple spliffy spliffs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, so it already happened, so they can't fucking arrest me. So I'm smoking a couple cones. I'm drinking a fucking couple pints of fucking Jack Daniels. Well, long story short, I see him. Last thing I remember is him saying, "Get this kid home. Get this kid home." I fucking wake up in the bottom of a fucking hill. I got goddamn
The bottom of a hill.
bottom of a hill, brother. I got splinters
Where?
in Evansville. I got splinters all through my arms. I got splinters all through my legs. I got splinters all through my belly. I wake up in my bed. I'm face down. It's like somebody done fucking took advantage of me. And I'm like,
Were you naked?
no. And I wake up and
Not
I'm
this
like,
time.
I'm like, oh, god damn it. Tell me I didn't pee on myself, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm getting too old for this. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, wait a minute.
What are you, like 32 now?
I'm like 45.
Yeah.
And, and like I'm looking around, I'm like, wait a minute, there's fucking dry mud. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I look over and I pick up my clothes and there's fucking mud everywhere. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? It ain't rained in 8 months. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So then I put 2 and 2 together. I'm not a dumb person. I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Allegedly.
I love how you had to clarify.
Well,
I'm not
we got to the show, and this is no shit. We got to the show. I've been to this building 1,000,001 times, dog.
Yeah,
There's these
exactly.
gigantic AC fucking units outside, and they run water down. And I remember getting there, and I'm like, I'm gonna fall down that.
I'm going to fall down that.
I just knew.
If I know me, by the end of the night, I'm going to fall down
Go
there.
Brother, I took a fucking Steve-O down that.
Oh, my God.
I fucking wake up, and there's mud everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I pick up my shorts, my khaki shorts, you know. And I'm like, these are heavy. What's in here? My phone's in there. It's okay.
You're over here getting
Keys are
roasted,
on there.
bud.
It's okay. Fuck it, dude. I pull out my fucking wallet. It's goddamn, the money's wet, the wallet's wet, everything's wet. I just got fucking, who's roasting me, dude?
Who's right? You said, I don't care. Who's roasting?
Derek Beamer said,
That's OG. That's who I've been talking about. You motherfucker drove me over there that night. I puked all up in his car, dude.
he said, got puke all in my car. Chad Stallings said, made the pukey emoji, said 3 feet of puke.
Hold on, Chad Stallings said that? I'll tell that story. So
Let
we're
me go.
fucking...
Wait. Let me interrupt you real quick.
All right.
All right. So a story about you puking that I'll never forget.
Oh, you have, dude?
I invited you to one
4th of
barbecue
July. 4th of
on the
July.
4th of July
Yeah.
that Zach was not there for, and it was Zach's house. And Zach said, "Listen, I don't care if you have a party, keep it under control." I was like, "Bet." Well, I was drunk before anybody even showed up.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
grilling, I was
Yeah.
plastered. So Brooklyn ends up being the MVP of this whole thing.
She took me to get fireworks.
Yeah, she took him to get fireworks. This motherfucker starts lighting fireworks in the back of her car and throwing them out the window going down Frederica Street.
Allegedly. Wow.
No, he did it. He did it. He all the way. So Brooklyn, Brooklyn, she's
Poor
very
Brooklyn.
timid,
She's
very.
such a
She would
sweet
never
girl.
allow that.
Terrified of things like this.
She's such a sweet girl, and I'm like...
Petrified. Yeah. Hey, there's an M80 in your back seat, Brooke. So anyway, that happens. Then the next
with
thing,
the big dogs for one night,
This-
dog.
this motherfucker comes back to the house, starts throwing M80s
little.
and mortars. Starts throwing mortars at our neighbor's pool.
Mitch gets pissed. I
Yeah.
remember that.
You were throwing mortars at our neighbor's pool. You're like, fuck his pool, bro. Oh my God. Throwing him over the fence.
Yeah, what the fuck are they gonna do?
And then to round the night out, DJ is out of fireworks. We took him all away from him, and then he's in the back of the backyard, leaning against the fence, throws up everywhere, face plants it. Oh, Brooklyn goes, "It's time for you to go home," and Brooklyn takes him home.
Yeah, dude, I remember that.
No, you don't. Not much of it.
No, not much. I remember lighting the fireworks because Brooklyn's like, "Peace out, yeah." And I'm like, "Fuck it, dude. Fuck it. You're gonna see what the real man's like real quick."
I cannot believe you lit fireworks.
Like your boyfriend won't do this.
Your boyfriend's a respectable human being.
Was I telling that?
Hold on.
No, go ahead. Yeah, you're
All right, what was he saying? Somebody roasted me. These motherfuckers know they don't want to fight though.
Will said Chad Lanham or Chad.
Chad
Stallings was Linda Blair from The Exorcist.
Listen, did Chad Stallings say something for real?
He did. He said 3 feet of.
Okay, Chad Stallings said that himself.
It says it's his profile. Yeah.
Okay, so Chad, we're fucking getting wild. His wife's like religious, so I don't want to say much. But anyway, this motherfucker hits a Steph Curry 40-foot 3-pointer from puke. I've never seen it in my life. Swear to God. So I'm sitting there fucking smoking. I'm drinking and smoking. We're having a good old time laughing. Same show, by the way, that we went to see the older guy that was passing away. And all of a sudden, Chad goes, "Man, no, man." And I fucking turn and look, and I shit you not, dude. This dude is fucking puking from where I'm sitting past your fucking shelf there. Hardcore, too. Just fucking boom. I'm like, oh, shit, dog. Like, this motherfucker's dying. Could not stop laughing. I thought it was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Laughing, too.
I'm talking fucking up fake post. Boom. Hit him with the Dirk Nowitzki. Fucking 10 feet in the air, dog. Fucking got him, dude. Chad, I can't believe you commented that. Yeah, man. I puke, but at least I don't puke world records.
Yeah.
This dude, like,
That's a lot.
we're in a parking lot, and this dude pukes fucking 8 spots down. Like, it's the fucking best puke I've ever seen. And, like, I'm sitting here fucking laughing. I'm like, how's this possible? And it's so funny, because, you know, when people puke, they fucking do this, hold the stomach, bend over.
Yeah.
No, brother fucking tilts his head back and just goes, "Ah!" And somebody said, like, The Exorcist, and that's
Fucking
exactly
send
what
it.
He said Kobe. He said
Kobe. Oh my God.
Brother fucking went in between the legs and hit the fadeaway from 3-point line and fucking sinked it, dog. I couldn't stop laughing, bro.
You should record it.
I mean, I felt so bad, like, when I got sober, I'm like, oh, man, he must have felt bad. And I'm just sitting here like, ha, 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 like, pointing in his face and shit, you know? I mean, damn,
I don't think we'd
dude.
expect anything less from you.
I know, man. I quit drinking, by the way.
No, you didn't.
I know, we're
Well,
live.
you have a literal cup of alcohol right there.
Like, people watched me pour it into your cup and then watched you drink
Yeah, but
it.
who are they?
By the way,
who are they? Are they even
I
real?
heard through a very reliable source, aka you, that you were involved with the mob and you had charges against you and all kinds of shit. Which, by the way, as soon as he brought up mob, I was like, yeah, okay.
Don't lie, dude.
First of all,
I had
know.
you hook,
You are the
line, and
same
sinker,
dude.
dog.
Okay. Before you guys get into it,
Call
for
me-
people that don't know, DJ is notorious at prank calls.
for
Probably,
long-term pranks that he never tells you is a joke.
yeah.
Just now.
This is the guy who will text you, or better yet, call me one day, crying, literally crying, and saying, "Man, I just don't know who else to tell, but I'm gay. I just want you to know, like, I'm coming out. Please
Dude,
don't
I
think
ain't
of me
done
any different." And to this day, has never told me he was kidding.
Woohoo!
So this is the guy, okay?
Yeah, I'm not.
So then this guy,
Dad,
I'm
I gotta
literally.
tell you something.
This was Halloween. I'm in line for the courthouse catacombs in Evansville. And this dude is texting me about how,
shit.
man, oh no, it started when I was on vacation.
Yeah, you were in Florida.
I was in Florida,
Florida.
in September,
Yep.
so a month before this.
I was looking at Brooks' bikini
And
pictures. I'm sorry.
you-
What?
She's banging. I get it.
I know.
So he calls
So,
me or
Brooke-
texts me in Florida. And
with the heavyweight
yeah, I think you
champion?
may have ruined that with the fireworks in her backseat.
Or the fucking 10-foot puke.
Yeah, that too, or the face plant of puke. Probably, yeah.
Legend, dude. Legend. Legendary.
So this dude, I'm on vacation in Key West, and this dude texts me. He's like, "Hey man, I know it's a big ask, but can you delete any podcasts I've been on? The courts are going to be looking at them soon.
Tell me that ain't a good start, dog.
And I need like, they're going to be doing a character reference, and I can't have any of that shit being brought up." And I was like, "Well, I'll text Chase. I can't make any promises because once it's recorded, it's up. It's our podcast." And he's like, "All right, well, just let me know. I know you're on vacation. It's no big deal."
I sent you like a book.
Yeah, like a long, yeah.
I went all in, dog.
And then like 2 weeks later, he texts he's like, "Hey, have you heard back from Chase?" I'm like, "I haven't. It's probably not gonna happen. This is just what it is." 2 more weeks, it's Halloween now. Okay,
like
I'm in line for the courthouse catacombs, and this dude Snapchats me. He's like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know I can finally talk about what's going on." And what did you say? Like, you got involved with the mob.
I
And
was
you were
collecting.
Yeah, you were collecting, and you went too far and beat a dude half to death. And then he had to go to the hospital. The FBI got a hold of him. He ratted to the FBI, and now the mob is after him, and the FBI is after him. The FBI caught him on money laundering charges, the whole nine.
Got him.
I was like, man, sounds like you're pretty fucked. And,
dog, don't try to be cool and say that shit didn't work.
It didn't.
I had you.
It didn't
Hook,
work.
line,
Bro,
hook, line, and fucking sinker. This guy, he fucking believed it. I told you such a good story, dog. You're not going to sit here on the podcast and be like, ooh, I didn't get it. Nah, homie. You fucking bought it.
How many
This is his claim. Just let him have it. Just let him.
No, it's not letting me fucking have it.
Answer me
I
this,
wish I
DJ.
didn't have a fucking new phone. I'd pull up the fucking text.
Answer
dog.
me this.
All right.
How many Snapchats did I reply to you with more than 5 words?
Like 2.
Exactly. Okay, then. Most of them were like, yeah, wish you the best. Sorry about your luck.
Okay, but listen.
Do better. Do better.
But it's fucking hilarious.
It was funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
You made a very intricate.
I don't even know why I chose you.
Just because
I don't know. Well, I was going through Snapchat and I was like, I'm going to get this motherfucker.
Through the years, I've had so many phone calls from DJ that have
He
been so.
abducted you.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
dog.
I was there.
He threw
got
Chase
that
in the back of an
motherfucker.
S10 and took him somewhere
drove away with me.
undisclosed.
I picked him up like he was firewood. Like I fucking picked him up like.
I was like, DJ, please put me down.
Please put me down.
Who said that?
Me.
Oh, I thought it was a fucking somebody telling me to roast him.
No, somebody. Will was asking about some of the pranks that you and Pokey pulled on each other.
Will White.
Yeah. I know that Jacob called me and said, "Yo, I think DJ's in some trouble or something." I don't really know. He was confused. It was
snitching ass
mostly
motherfucker,
confusion.
dog.
And I was like, Jacob, he's lying. He's just like, well, he sent me this book, all this stuff, and I was like, I've had so many phone calls that were, he's dead, and then I'm like, what is happening right
Motherfucker
now?
fell for all of them.
Guys, if you're watching right now, please go ahead and like our podcast page. We've got a lot of new listeners in here today, so I just
sir.
want to remind you, please drop a like on the page.
Yeah, buddy.
Stay up to date on all
You're
of our live
fucking
streams.
welcome, dog. That's $10 a piece, homie.
It is in his contract. We owe him about $1,000 for this.
That's the first thing I said to Chase. I'm like, make sure Jacob pays me, dog.
I said, all right, I'll make sure he does.
Yeah, I'll make sure he gets on that. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
man,
man, I know.
You came a far way, dude.
What do you mean?
You came a far way. The podcast is getting good. It's more professional.
Getting good, first of all. No. I'm kidding.
First of all, you're welcome for being on here. Numbers are kind of slipping. I came
Was
in.
it? We had Josh Merritt on last week. I don't know if they were slipping that much.
I can't talk shit about him because he does do good. I hope he does fucking even more.
Good.
Anyway,
The
still
way-
not as cool as me though.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to do a giveaway?
Hold on.
Oh,
Whoa.
giveaway.
Before you do that, Josh Merritt, you're not as cool as me, dude.
So
No, he's fucking awesome, and he's a good musician, and he's from
Here.
here, dog.
Reynolds Station, Kentucky.
Fucking supporting.
Otherwise-
And he's
So-
a good musician too. like, for real.
Josh
he's
was
good.
Yeah,
He's very good.
Fantastic
We've heard him live
artist.
one time.
Super
Live
awesome.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I
he's-
was high, dude. I can't remember.
Just
where it was.
released a new album.
So
We heard him live somewhere, and he was really good.
Yes, we
Fucking wait, dude. You
Taylor's.
don't fucking. Y'all can fucking...
Yo, let me do the spot. Let me do the spot
Pre-record
first, and then you can talk.
Listen, dog, before you raise your voice, pre-record some fucking sponsorships. Your fucking... my time is money, okay?
All right.
And
Judah,
this
the third
episode of
son
the
of
podcast-
professional wrestling.
Fourth son, bitch.
Fourth son, oh, my bad.
8th son, 19th son.
Oh, wow. We just come to that together? Oh,
Fuck y'all.
yeah. I'll fuck you later.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
You just earned yourself a blowjob.
Fucking quit. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going to slap it that hard. Anyway, Chase is doing a give out.
So I'm doing a giveaway. We are doing a giveaway. We got a copy of Josh Merritt's album here, Rental Station. If you're into country,
Fucking
this
good.
is a fantastic album.
I
It's
hate
got,
country, but
but
It's very good.
I thought it was more folk.
we're gonna.
It is folk. Yeah,
It's
it
folk
is folk.
country.
Fucking
Yeah, it's
idiot.
It's folk country.
Wow, you're so fucking stupid,
Yeah,
James.
dumbass.
How dare you?
He's giving away a folk CD. Dudes
First-
from here, fucking sign up for it.
First one to comment, dumbass,
Goddamn.
wins this album right here. And
Do
I
you
will
not
deliver it
know how to
personally.
promote shit?
Oh, it says right here.
Can you not promote nothing?
No.
Let DJ cut a promo about this album.
Give me the
real quick.
motherfucking
DJ,
album,
cut this
dog.
promo for us. Do this
Listen, let me
giveaway
tell you
on behalf
something.
of Takeover Podcast.
I log into Facebook. I know where the motherfucking camera is. It's called Dramatics, you punk bitch. Now say something. Y'all all seen that. I log into Facebook every day. I see people talking about Morgan Wallen, Luke Bryan, shit like that. But then I see my boy, Josh Merritt, has dropped a new CD. So what you're going to do right now is going to do whatever they just said to get into the giveaway because I
Say
was not paying
dumbass.
attention.
You have to comment dumbass in the live stream.
Okay.
First one to do
So what I
something
want
about
you
the-
to do, I want you to comment dumbass. I'll choose it. You win it. Let me tell you something. I was too high to remember where it was, but I seen Josh Merritt, and he's a hell of a man. He's a hell of a singer even too. But let me
Go
tell
to
you
Josh
like it.
Merritt's Facebook page and buy
Brother,
the
you
album
want me to
yourself
do a
if
promo?
don't
You
win.
fucking don't. No, you don't talk during promos. Let me tell you something.
All right,
right
go
now.
ahead and cut it. Go
Josh
ahead.
Merritt,
Finish cutting it out.
Willie Nelson of Owensboro.
There it is.
Josh Merritt, Chris Christopherson of Owensboro. Buy a CD. Don't do no cheap ass giveaway trying to get shit for free, you motherfuckers. You go in wherever he sells it and you buy it. You pay money so my mans can have a good life. Josh Merritt, you're the man. Buy a CD.
Goddamn, that's a promo.
$200 right there. You son
That's a
of
pro.
bitch.
I'll tag it on. I will add
I
it
gotta
to the
quit
tab.
talking
All
country
right. If
now.
you win the CD, you owe DJ $200.
Yeah. This CD is free.
That's for you, Josh
Plus
Merritt. You're
$200.
welcome.
Go and clip that.
All jokes aside, good musician.
He's a great
Yeah.
musician.
He is. He is
Fantastic.
awesome. I wish he
And
would
a great
get
guy.
even bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep.
But he's awesome.
He
Good
is.
musician, good interviews. You're the man, Josh Merritt.
On a real note, first one to comment dumbass wins this CD. So thank you guys. What? Oh no.
Who was
You
it?
can't escape. You can't come back on this podcast anymore. Amanda said Judah looks like shit, all caps.
Amanda who?
Matt Ingley.
My cousin?
Your cousin.
I won't sleep with you no more. Josh Merritt band live.
What?
No.
Just
In the promo. In the promo. No more
Sorry.
Josh.
Just kidding. Josh Merritt, he doesn't.
What me and my cousin do is our business.
Josh Merritt doesn't promote incestuous relationships. Fuck you, Amanda.
This went downhill quickly.
Yeah,
oh, no.
real. It does every time.
You know, I don't know what we had expected, but it was, yeah, it was exactly.
Good at first.
Yeah.
Derek Beamer said the Bojangles of Owensboro.
The Bojangles of Owensboro. He should win the CD just for saying that shit.
You win.
Sorry, Josh. Didn't mean to bring your name in with cousin banging.
Cousin banging.
Oh my god.
You're wild, bro.
Well, that was.
Do you have any plans of chilling out, or are you just gonna stay wild?
Why not? Why would I chill
wouldn't.
out? I
Yeah,
mean,
you've got the rest of your life for that.
What am I going to do? Go home and post about dumb shit on Facebook or
Yeah,
have
probably.
a board up my ass? No, dude.
A board.
Yeah, man,
whole
I'm not
board?
going to fucking do nothing like that. Man, you got people our age sitting on fucking bullshit, dog. I don't know. Anyway, no, I don't plan on slowing down. I don't plan on saying okay. I don't plan on saying stop. I plan on saying go faster, go harder,
faster.
and have more fun. Why not?
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I mean, you're almost 30.
Thanks.
Where
Thanks a lot.
are you going with your wrestling career? Where's that at? I
Well,
know this
right now
year-
I'm going with checking the news every day, seeing how the
Yeah.
COVID's going. But I'm booked.
Well, they only draw like 10 people anyway. Why can't you just go ahead and
Yeah,
wrestle?
you're funny. You're going to get beat up when this camera turns off, brother. Anyway.
That's the
When you get
ass
abducted.
kicking
Yeah.
that you've earned this podcast.
Yeah, he's about to get hurt. March 13th, Eddyville, Kentucky, where the Big Pen is, where the Booty Bandit resides.
The Booty Bandit.
Yeah, you ever seen that?
No.
Anyway, yeah, well, I'll show you. You know who I'm talking about, brother? The dude that. Huh?
wait, wait.
Oh, yeah, you
Wait,
do.
who?
The black dude in Eddyville. that
Why you
had-
gotta say it like that?
He had all the soap and he was using it as lube, and they called him the Booty Bandit. Or something. I swear to God, Derek, agree with me here. Anyway,
Get my back here.
I have a match as of right now, March 13th in Eddyville, Kentucky. Big, handsome Judah will be down there. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know who I'm fighting. I don't know. But as of right now, I got a match, and hopefully it stays, man. I don't know with this shit.
You going through withdrawals?
Fuck yeah, bad,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like Pookie off of New Jack City. I'm like shaking and fucking shivers and sweating in the night, you know, hoping to have something. But I don't know. I'm optimistic, so maybe this year, maybe before the summertime.
Let's hope, man. I hope everything goes back to normal soon.
Me too, man. Everything, dude. Not just wrestling. I hope everything goes back to normal. No.
All your pranks and everything. So, wait, earlier someone said the pranks you and Pokey used to pull on each other. What was like, give me like the greatest of all time prank, whether he did it or you did it.
I don't know. Me and Pokey never really pranked each other. We just do dumb shit in front of each other.
Prank people, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I guess the story I can tell about Pokey is the time I found out that he's not reliable. His dad, he's got this like 2-car garage, and his dad had this big boat inside of it. And I climbed to get up on it, and I fall straight on my back. Boom, dude. Fucking blood and everything. Like, I fall hard. And Pokey just sits there, and he kind of looks at me like this. We don't prank each other.
That's not a prank at all.
We do it
He let
together.
him die.
Hurt yourself and he watched you
Yeah,
bleed
hurt
out.
bad, and he just watched it happen. I don't know. Me and Pokey put on ski mask and came here one time.
Oh, I think I was telling that story
What?
about him and Pokey who showed up in my backyard with ski masks on and a
Bro, are you
Megaphone.
not scared of getting shot?
yeah, like straight up like
Ow.
my
fuck it,
dog
it'd
was
be
going
even funnier, dog.
crazy.
It'd be funny. Pokey
real.
would just stand there and watch you bleed out for real.
Like,
Dumbass.
And a megaphone. You guys had a megaphone that was like you sent me a Snapchat of you and Pokey driving down the road and you had a megaphone out the window and you're like, I'm Chase Cramblett and I fucking hate all of you. I don't know what you were saying. You were talking
something
shit.
wild. I know what
Something
I said.
wild,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna say it on here.
Is something racist?
Something hateful, I'm
Nothing
sure.
racist.
No.
Something that can get you in jail. age
I'm
15.
sure. Yeah, just driving down the road with
And
a
I sell
megaphone.
heroin.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you after the podcast.
And I
brother.
smoke crack. It's just stupid
I know
shit.
what it was. and I'm
Stupid
telling
shit.
him.
Just stupid shit. It was so funny because I get that Snapchat and then like, or sorry, no, like I was sitting at my house and like my dog is going crazy. Like, why is my dog going crazy? There's nobody here or anything. They were sneaking around my back fucking window. And so I go to let the dog out, and I see him and Pokey in ski masks with a megaphone, and they're like, you are being invaded, or whatever. I don't know what the fuck y'all are saying. You were like, we're coming to get you. Like, you're being kidnapped. I don't know.
Oh my God.
With a megaphone in my backyard with ski masks on. And like, it had like a alarm. You guys were like flashing the alarm and shit.
It's hilarious.
It was bad. It was
It's
really
funny.
bad.
You'd have got illuminated with a surefire at my house.
Oh yeah, dog. Yeah, I'm sure.
No, yeah, I am too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, for real. Fucking A, man. We prepared a good shot. Yeah, you're not gonna do nothing like that. I will literally.
They always
I bet
says
you
man
money
who was shot.
Yeah.
on live.
DJ's last word was
Live.
like, "Oh yeah, he shot me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah."
Live
Shoot me
on
a
your
good
own
pussy. Shoot me
live on your own podcast. I bet you I could kidnap you without you even knowing.
without you knowing.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
You wonder why he knows all this?
How much you want to bet?
I'm
Big
quite
boy.
confident.
Big
Yeah.
boy. How much you want to bet? You want to bet 4?
You want to bet what?
You want to bet 4 zeros? You want to bet a stat?
I will bet you every ski mask in your closet.
It's like 3.
It's already worth
I
it.
got a red one. I got a black
I remember.
I have matching
Camo.
colors for all my outfits.
So
All my tracksuits have
It- I
matching
mean-
ski masks.
I mean, it depends on which side of the city I'm on tonight. No, I
I-
bet you $1,000. I'll keep
we
that.
were probably seniors in high school.
I bet you.
Me and DJ, and we had a class together. And
We had multiple classes together.
this time specifically. I remember we had this specific class.
Remember when you
together.
bought shoes to match mine?
No, all right, motherfucker. And so
Have you ever heard that?
that's
stop. So
adorable.
we'll-
Have you ever heard
no,
that?
no, hold on. We'll get
You
to that. We'll
bought
get, like, hold on.
Classic
Are
dog.
they and ones?
Classic dog. Classic. This motherfucker had a pair of like lime green Nikes.
He went out and bought the exact same ones after I had them for like 6 months. He's like, damn, these are crispy. And then he would walk next to me like, new boot goofing, bro. Straight walking next to me. He's like, what? Why you copy my shoes, bro? Why you trying to be like me, bro?
Classic, dude.
We were in high school, and while he had the same shoes on as me, we were in a class together, and DJ was like, hey, can you grab me my pencil out of my backpack real quick? And I was like, no, I'm not going to help you get a pencil out of your backpack. He's like, no, I need help. And I was like, all right. So I reach in there, and when I reach in to grab the pencil, there's a pair of black leather gloves and a black ski mask in his backpack. And like, I see it and grab it, and I like look at DJ, and he's just giving me this stone cold look like, from across the room. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
What happened to you in your childhood? You went, ooh, don't know about talking about that.
Contusions.
Grew up on wrestling.
Oh my god, dude.
Hit my head a lot. You know, they call me CT
Fucking
Carl.
wild.
Yeah,
I think I got CT and it's just eating away.
It's amazing you're not in jail.
I've never been, actually.
That's what's wild, that you've never been. Knock on
wood.
air.
This is also a wooden table. If you
Oh, okay. I didn't
didn't know
know.
what wood looks like.
This is
I didn't fucking
particle
know,
board.
dude. It still counts.
Yeah, we'll count it. What's wood anyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna call you in the morning.
It's not real.
From a collect number, dog. Be ready.
The incoming call is from Davis County.
Detention center.
Oh, good times, man.
Because
Good
you were
times.
kissing your cousins too much, apparently. Fart spray, booty juice. Tell DJ to grab some sugar for Randy. There's a lot happening. Sorry.
Is that comments blowing up right now?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Derek said booty juice. Not sure what booty juice is. Then said fart spray. Maybe there's a fart spray.
Derek,
About to find
if
out.
anybody else is watching this and seeing Derek comment, he's the #1 cheek buster of 1999.
Oh my god.
Ask him. Cheek busting legend.
What is cheek busting?
Do you really not know?
I just need like a for
Hold
sure
on,
It's just a
definition.
term
For real,
for
I just need like a for sure
Derek,
definition.
please comment what cheek busting is.
I need like a Webster's dictionary, like noun,
You ain't
semicolon.
gonna get no Webster's on that, brother. You're
We
gonna
have to
get
go
an
to
Eddyville
Urban.
on that. You're gonna get a Lagrange on that one.
Lagrange.
spell it.
Oh my god, I'm actually
Jesus
laughing.
Christ.
I'm like literally laughing because he said, "What's cheek busting?"
I'm literally laughing.
Of all the things I didn't expect.
Comment yet, Derek?
He
Please. tell
said
him-
98, not 99.
98.
Oh. God, get it right, Judah.
99 was a down year. He had to recover.
He had that was his year of
Please,
recovery
please tell him what cheek busting
from
is.
cheek busting.
Please tell him what cheek busting is.
I've seen Alvin and the Chipmunks. Is it something like that?
Yeah.
Derek,
Kind
what
of.
flavor of Kool-Aid should I put on his lips?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is sometimes DJ says things that are like verbatim serial killer shit.
Why you
He
laughing?
said plunging the Hershey Highway.
Cheek busting mean fucking a dude in the ass in prison.
Oh my
dog.
God.
You're a cheek buster.
Gay for the stay.
That's my Reddit username.
So
my Reddit username is cheek buster. I swear to God.
why'd you do that? Why did you tell us your Reddit username? You said?
I don't know, cheek buster. Because it fit the
With an
narrative.
A or an ER?
What? With an A?
Yeah, bussa, not busser.
Buster? Cheek buster.
Oh my gosh, grape.
Grape.
This chat is the most out of all the podcasts.
This chat is a Reddit chat right now.
Brother,
by the
It's
way.
nothing but
It's a
inside
Reddit.
jokes.
Derek, I would take him on the yard. I would take him on the yard, dog. Derek's an OG, dog. Like
Will said,
like a legit OG.
Will said you'd
for
find
this
out
as
if
well.
you went to jail.
Will. In jail, when somebody's your bitch, you put Kool-Aid on their lips. So
Why?
You grape flavored motherfucker.
Oh, for like lipstick or something?
Yeah, I'll get you, boy.
You're fucking gross.
Oh, that's not a joke. That's legit. That's a legit thing.
That's why
I'm not playing.
He said that's why he came to your house to get sugar.
Derek, please comment how many cheeks you busted.
Comment how many dudes you fucked in the ass while you're in jail. Comment that on there.
Yeah, bro, when you say it like that, it's not as cool.
It's kind of gay when I say it like that, isn't
He
it?
said pocket holding. It's just,
What'd
it's
he
just
say?
Pocket holding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
He didn't know about the Kool-Aid, dog.
Yeah.
Derek's an OG, man. Yeah,
Sorry, I
that,
don't know about
that,
the
he would be a good
homosexual
one.
tendencies of inmates.
That motherfucker could tell you some cool stories for real.
Oh,
Define
OG.
cool.
Like, not straight-laced. I mean, that
Yeah,
dude could tell
clearly.
clearly.
Brother,
That was like some
tell you.
cheek busting stories.
Bro, don't quit bringing up cheese busting, man.
You're the one who brought it up.
I mean, because I'm looking at you.
You said he was a cheek busting champ
Like,
at
if,
99.
if we're in prison and I see you, I'm like, I'm busting his cheeks.
He said
Whether you like
You're
it or
getting
not.
stabbed.
Dog, don't play like that.
in the
I'll
year
play like that.
1998, he busted 62 and a half cheeks.
Oh my god.
And a half.
Evan Cheek, did you not
So
finish
that's
that one?
31 and a quarter men.
62 and a half. Why are we talking about this?
You
This is
brought it
a
up.
real problem.
This is a real problem.
Brothers like fucking shit on their taxes and go to prison and get raped. Like, this ain't cool, man. Stop it.
You just said you would rape. I don't know what you're talking
I'm just letting you know, like the Mel Dominance saying. Like, I'm just telling you. Like, if we go to jail together, look out, dog. I'm taking you. You're mine.
You better protect me, Judah.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect my
If you don't
bitch.
protect me, I'm telling
protecting my
everybody.
bitch. This is my bitch. Y'all don't
I'm
touch
telling
my bitch.
everybody.
Get
in
that
there.
Kool-Aid away from him. I already got the grape flavored on.
First of all, I want fruit punch.
I want the red
You
Kool-Aid,
want this to
man.
be
And you
at-
better beat somebody up so I can get an extra lunch.
This is fight, dog.
Clearly.
Not a funny
Fuck.
topic.
Otherwise, you'd be the fifth son.
Fuck. I killed the fifth son.
Oh my goodness.
Let's talk about something serious on here, man.
So
I'm tired
Conor
of talking
McGregor
about-
got knocked out. That was
That was fucking wild.
so
Yeah.
that was probably one of the bigger pay-per-views we've
I
had in a while.
appreciate
Shut the fuck up. Stop. Here's my
All right,
problem.
fine. Busting cheeks. Let's go back to it. Fine. Damn.
No, legitimate.
I'm just fucking with you.
You posted it or said it. A lot of people said it. People keep calling Khabib the greatest of all time. He's not the greatest of all time. I'm just here to let
In the
you know.
155 class, he's the greatest of all time.
From 2010 up, greatest of all time.
In all of 155, greatest of all time.
I'm just going to let you know right now, you don't know UFC pre-2010. You don't.
No,
He's
I
not
don't.
the greatest of all time. He's not.
Who is?
He's not. You know what I wish?
Please inform
He's
me.
arguably though.
Arguably, pound for pound, one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
I put him
okay.
probably
It
top
sounds
five.
like he just contradicted himself a little bit.
100%. No, I didn't, because
Sounds
we're
like
talking
you're
about
just
greatest of all
arguing.
time. When you say greatest of all
Arguably.
time,
He's in
you're
the
saying
argument, but
when you say greatest of all time, you mean every weight class. Not happening.
I'm talking. I specifically said.
And I'm not talking
155.
about like, oh, what if he fought the
I specifically said
I'm not
155.
saying that.
What if he
And
fought Brock
also-
Lesnar though?
He's
and,
not.
And also,
He's not.
2010 UFC
This
is
is why.
completely different than 2020 UFC.
Absolutely.
You take any of those guys and throw them in against Dustin Poirier, and he's gonna break their fucking leg with leg kicks. Because that's
Disagree.
happened in the last 3 years.
Disagree, because Dustin Poirier was in the UFC that long ago and beat up.
He
Just
was.
saying.
He's not the
He's
same.
evolved.
Yeah.
He's not the yeah.
Here's what I'm saying, dog. If you're going to say that, and this is a big problem, UFC has became a sport.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not
Absolutely.
talking 10 years ago. I'm talking 20 years ago. It's not a sport. It's cage fighting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
what it should be.
Pre-East
In my
Side.
opinion, it's what it should be. Anyway, I'm going to say this because I love this conversation. I fucking love this conversation. What it could be do for the sport. Because when you talk about
Train wreck
greatest,
everybody.
when you talk, okay, cool. Cool. BJ Penn ran through people like fucking ice water in that division for fucking, 5 years? Yeah. Chuck Liddell ran through people for ice water for 7 years. Tito Ortiz put the fucking UFC on his map. Yeah. On the map. Mainstream media. Because of Tito Ortiz. But when you talk about Khabib and you call him the greatest of all time, you're comparing him to fucking people 30 years earlier. Okay? You know anything about Frank Shamrock?
No.
Frank Shamrock literally quit the UFC for lack of competition. Literally.
But if you put Frank Shamrock in the cage today...
Well, he outweighs him by 50 pounds, so he'll kill Khabib.
No, I'm saying if you put any of those guys from 20 years ago against the title holder today, they would get destroyed. It's a different thing.
But when you bring up that argument, okay, so something that's in right now, that's really hot right now, is you're talking about Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady just won. He's the first team ever, Tampa Bay is, to be a home team in the Super Bowl. I fucking hate New England. I hated Tom Brady. But I can objectively, not subjectively, say that he's the greatest of all time right now. But do you think Tom Brady's tough enough to last in the 70s? Hell fucking no. Because they were able to fucking tombstone pile drive you like Undertaker back then.
People's necks were breaking.
So you can't say that. But when my problem is when you say greatest of all time, you're not only looking at statistics, right? You're not looking at stats. I get it. He's 29-0 or whatever he is, 29 or 28-0. But if you want to be a dick about it, you can say, who the fuck were the first 20?
I'm looking at if you put any of those guys in the cage with him, who would come out on top?
From back in the day, this is why time travel should be a thing.
Right.
Seriously.
I mean, it's hard to compare people.
Bro, imagine a fight between Prime BJ versus Prime Khabib. Imagine that fight.
Khabib
fucking nasty, dude.
How
do you know that? Did you watch BJ Penn live then?
Not live.
There was nothing. People were saying
the
the same shit about BJ that they're saying now about Khabib then.
Yeah.
I promise
That's
you.
what happens.
I promise you. I've been watching
That's
MMA since 1999. I was 4 years old. My first ever fucking MMA show live. Live.
That's awesome.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, I believe you.
Frank Shamrock literally retired from the UFC because of lack of competition.
There was just
Boss Rutan left because of lack of competition. It just pisses me off when people call him the greatest of all time. Because when you talk about the greatest of all time, you're not talking about fucking just wins or how he won. You're talking about what he done for the sport. Yeah. What he did for that. Conor McGregor's done more for the sport than Khabib ever could fucking dream of doing.
Yeah,
he kept it there.
So you're getting caught up in the semantics of what greatest of all time means. And
I am.
You're assuming what people mean when they say that.
I'm assuming that people, when somebody says greatest of all time, they mean the greatest of all time. Don't agree with it.
But you're talking about what they did for the sport and all this other shit.
Because that's what greatest should be.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm talking about subjectively. If you were to put anyone in the cage against Khabib from past or present,
if you're
who would
saying,
come out on top?
If you're saying subjectively, I could say before Brock Lesnar got sick, he's the baddest motherfucker ever to live. Yeah. We're allowed to say that. That's the great thing about opinions.
Of course.
But what I'm saying here now, Khabib's not the greatest of all time.
I think he's close.
You're subjective. You're bringing up
can you agree?
You're bringing up subjectively.
Can you agree?
So you subjectively think that Khabib's the greatest of all time. I subjectively
think he's in the run.
He's in maybe the top 5.
Can you agree?
For sure, 100% in the top 10, maybe in the top 5.
Okay.
Can you agree that the UFC is not the same as it was 5 years ago?
Absolutely.
Can we agree that it's a completely different game?
It's post-USADA. It's a completely
Can I add a comment?
Can
I add a comment?
There's raw talent of guys.
Can I add a comment?
Entire lives.
Can I add a comment?
Yeah. Do you agree with that?
It's for the worse.
It's for the worse. Do you agree?
It's not what it should be.
It is for the better.
It's not what it should be.
The most
It's not
talent.
what it started out to be. I get that. And it's a sport, and now you got
upset
dudes
because it's more technical.
You got dudes that literally could play in the fucking NFL right now, or play in the NBA, right? Because there's like supreme fucking world class athletes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's not what it's about. Yeah. It's a cage fight. The whole reason the Gracies fucking started, right? The Gracies started UFC was to see. There's always been this age-old question, right? Karate was huge.
Martial art is the best.
Right, and karate was huge in the 80s because the Karate Kid and other shit.
Bruce Lee and all that shit.
Right. So everybody wanted to be, what's the best? That's what UFC should be.
Right.
It's not a fucking it's not a sport. It's not supposed to be a sport. It's not. So I shouldn't be able to say. I shouldn't be able to say, damn, John Jones can jump a fucking 48-inch vertical. God damn, he's got a 50-inch broad jump. I should be saying, damn, John Jones could clean house at a bar. Damn, he's a bad motherfucker.
That's what everyone says.
That's what UFC should have been.
That's what UFC still is. They're just extremely technical.
It's becoming a sport. What you're talking about here,
It definitely is a sport.
what you're talking
I'm not
about
arguing
here
with that.
is it's completely left what it started as. Completely
Of
left what it
course,
started
because
as.
no one watched it when it was what it was.
That's a complete lie.
No, it's not.
If nobody watched it when
if
nobody watched it when what it started out as, why are we talking about it right now?
Because UFC has
How in the
grown
fuck
and evolved to
if
what it is
nobody
now.
watched it when it first started, why in the fuck do we know who Hoist Gracie is?
If
Do you think I
UFC
would know?
had stayed
Do you
the
think
same
I
it
would know
was
who
on day
Hoist
one,
Gracie
it
is?
wouldn't be
Oh, I know
existing
who
today.
Hoist Gracie is because he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. No, I know Hoist Gracie because he won the fucking first 3 UFCs. Yeah. That's why I know Hoist Gracie. If nobody was watching it when it first started, we wouldn't be talking about it right now. That was one of the hottest things in the 90s. You had the tough man competition, you had UFC, you had Pancrase, you had Shudo. I promise you right now, the fucking problem with MMA is that it has changed. It has. It's supposed to be, you got Mark Coleman coming in. He's an Olympic level wrestler, right? It's supposed to be Mark Coleman versus fucking Art Jimerson. Goddamn, he's a professional boxer. That's what MMA is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a competition to see who's the best in that fucking fight.
So are you watching PFL? Are you watching Bare Knuckle? Are you watching
Brother,
any of these other
am I
leagues that
watching
are
Bare
doing that
Knuckle?
exact same thing?
Brother.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Am I watching that?
Like,
I promise you I'm watching
these other
that.
promotions.
How many fucking goddamn do you know what Pancrase or Shudo is, right?
No.
So Shudo is like the first MMA.
Okay.
Professional wrestling, there's always an argument who would win in a shoot fight. Shoot and wrestling and what I do means real, right? Shudo started on that. Then Shudo was like a worked finish. So they knew who was going to win. But hey, I'm going to fucking hit you with an elbow here, but it's going to be real. Hey, you're going to kick me in the head here, it's going to be real. Then you had Pancrase. Pancrase started getting popular. Pancrase is where you see guys like Ken Shamrock, Frank Shamrock, Boss Root, and guys like that. Then the Gracies came along and they were like, well, I mean, this is getting popular over there.
Yeah.
Who would win between a karate guy and a boxer? Let's showcase how good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is. So they made the fucking tournament. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They built that tournament to showcase how good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is.
Right.
That's why you had Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus a fucking boxer.
Versus
I can
everything.
tell you who's going to fucking win.
Well,
in
most
that.
people just at that time didn't even know what BJJ was. It
Yeah,
really
it
wasn't.
wasn't on
The
map.
guy,
Yeah.
the point I'm making now is the dudes back then compared to now, 10 times fucking badass. 10 times more badass. Those were bad motherfuckers back in the day. They weren't athletes. They were fucking
No,
fighters.
I'm agreeing that they were brawlers who were yacked on fucking
They weren't
roids to the
brawlers.
gills, who all
Brawlers
would have
is saying they're
CTE
not.
and
Brawlers is saying they're not technical. These guys are fucking fighters back in the day.
guys were.
compared to what the guys are today, they look like infants. Like
Some of
you're
them do,
you're
yeah.
mad at that the sport is evolving.
I'm not-
like
no,
it's
I'm
like
not-
you're looking
I'm
back
not-
to the 20s and going, what
I'm
the
not
fuck is the
mad.
NFL? These guys are pussies.
You're wrong. You're putting words in my mouth. You're saying that I'm mad at the sport is evolving. That's wrong. I'm a fan of MMA, right? I'm happy that it's evolving. That means it can reach more people. That means it can keep growing. I'm mad that casual fans, that people that haven't watched it in more than 20 years, want to sit here and say fucking Khabib is the greatest of all time. But they can't fucking sit there and tell me about Jens Pulver. They can't sit there and tell me about Kyle Uno. Do you know who Kyle Uno is?
No.
Exactly. You can't sit there and tell me about BJ fucking Penn. You know who
know
BJ
BJ
Penn
Penn.
is.
Yeah.
Right? But I remember watching when I'm 12 years old when this dude's in his fucking prime. My problem with it is that you got more and more people joining now, and casual fans are fucking tearing it up.
Okay,
It's killing it.
the thing is,
like
though,
Conor McGregor.
if-
What the fuck?
my point is that if I were to go back and watch every single fight from UFC 1 to
Okay.
today, those
Okay.
guys on a skill level would not even compare to the guys that we were watching go live
To
on
an
every
all-around
fucking
skill
Saturday.
level, to an
That's what I'm
all-around.
saying.
These
So
guys were
when we talk about,
specialists. You
Yeah.
got to correct yourself here. They were specialists then.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the difference. You
but
had
it is
Olympic
mixed
wrestlers.
martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we're talking about to a technical level, who's the greatest of all time in mixed martial arts? Then
You wanna know
it
who
would
I-
be impossible to say that someone from UFC 1 is the greatest of all
You
time.
want to know who I think the greatest of all time is? Legitimately. George St. Pierre.
He was good.
If you want to talk about mixed martial arts,
George
purely,
St. Pierre
it's-
is the greatest of all time.
And
Here's why. Because exactly what you're talking about is why. Because he could do everything.
Everything.
Karate, wrestling, jiu-jitsu,
Judo.
everything.
he was really the pinnacle there.
Everything. He could do. He is the complement to what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
I completely understand what you're saying. If you bring Hoist Gracie in from 1993 and fight somebody from today, he'll get his
You
fucking
saw what
ass
happened?
kicked.
Matt
Right.
Hughes and
Well, that's a different argument because wrestling conquers all.
yeah, wow, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
You
you know, when wrestlers started coming along, you got almost every champion is wrestler boxer.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for it?
Well,
Yeah,
look
there
at
is
it
a
now.
reason for it.
Well, you've got to look at it now too. Up until like maybe 1 or 2 years ago, most of the championship belts in just specifically the UFC were held by either a wrestler or somebody who was a really good kickboxer.
There's a reason for that.
Specialists.
There's a reason for that because wrestling conquers all.
Yeah. For the
I
most
love
part.
jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is amazing. It's a chess game, right? But wrestling is so aggressive.
It's not.
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
dominate
for
with
that 10-point must system. Jiu-jitsu sucks.
But what we were sitting
Yeah,
here talking about,
for
what
sure.
pisses me off is people keep saying Khabib, right?
Yeah.
Why? You have to pay respect to what's come before. That's like watching the NBA and watching LeBron. If I've only watched LeBron from 2003, I'm going to tell you he's the greatest of all time. Turn on YouTube, turn on ESPN Plus. I see Michael Jordan. But
There's always going to be an argument of like legacy
and
athletes.
It's what you said earlier, subjective.
Right.
But the thing that pisses me off, and I swear to God, it makes me so mad. And I'm glad I got a forum to say it right now with somebody that knows what they're talking about. You're more of a casual fan, so you get to see it from the fan side of point. You've wrestled. We've watched it since we were children. We became good friends from talking about pride and shit like that, right? So I love having a forum about it. It just pisses me off seeing people call Khabib the greatest of all time. When those people can't tell you who Jens Pulver are. Those people can't tell you who Cal Uno is. They can't tell you what Diego Sanchez did back in the day. They can't tell you about Clay Guida or Tyson Griffin or Roger Huerta. They can't tell you that. Right? They can't explain to you why, like, I always talk about hook and shoot. They can't tell you about why shows like that were important. That's what pisses me off.
I understand that you're looking back at the roots of what
It's
UFC was.
the Floyd Mayweather argument. Everybody always wants to talk about Floyd Mayweather, but I bet you fucking right now nobody watching, maybe 1 or 2 people could tell you who Willie Pep was or fucking Parnell Whitaker was. They were doing the same shit 50 years ago. Nobody can tell you that. That's what pisses me off, man.
But my thing is that you're talking about 2 different calibers of people in the same sport. Like UFC today is not what UFC was back then.
I agree.
That's what.
I
So when you
definitely
say
agree.
the greatest of all time, I understand how you're saying it's unfair to say he is when these guys were that good.
But that's
back
every
then.
sport.
Right.
That's
but
every
I'm
sport.
saying if you were to take anyone, even BJ Penn from in his fucking glory days, and throw him in the cage against any of the top 3 contenders.
Listen, this is why
It's gonna be a different thing.
This is why time travel needs to fucking happen.
So
It's
people
not-
This
fight.
is why. This is, no, seriously.
It's about technique and like the sport is constantly evolving.
But you
just
gotta
like-
you gotta be easy with technique because when you go back, like we were talking about earlier, how the sport has evolved.
Yeah.
You gotta be easy saying technique because you got guys back then that were all about technique, right?
Oh,
You got
Rich
guys
Franklin,
like
you had-
Hoist Gracie. Let me
I
just
understand.
pause on his last name and
I
say
understand.
Gracie.
Here's my thing.
The difference is,
What's-
and I agree with you, but what you're getting wrong, and I don't mean this no disrespect.
No, you're fine.
Is what you're getting wrong is not technique. It's athletes. The guys are different, right?
Yeah.
It's just like professional wrestling now, right? Everything in professional wrestling now, if you're being real about it, is the breakdown. It's the time after a match, right? When I was a kid, it was all about what you're doing right there. Mick fucking Foley going out there and hitting in his knees on a steel chair or steel steps and flipping over and this and that. It was all about there in the moment. Now it's getting more about, hey, can I do that every other night? Can I do this every night or every other night, right? So MMA is, seriously, it's more about what you can keep doing. It's longevity. That is a big thing now.
Yeah.
Back in our day,
That's true. Yeah,
they
didn't think
you're
about
seeing
the next
Tank
fight. Yeah.
Abbott coming out. Tank Abbott's my size coming out there fucking
I
banging,
was doing
dog.
Brock Lesnar.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I hate
Liebman.
talking about Brock Lesnar because he's such a once in a lifetime athlete. You know,
Yeah.
he's
Freak, for
like
sure.
nobody's ever gonna
On
be like that.
all of the roids.
Right. Well, yeah.
But like my
All the
thing
roids
is
plus one.
what's exciting is that we've seen, and this is what I'm saying as far as like the evolution of the UFC and the sport in general, is what's exciting is we've seen this weekend with Conor McGregor. Like the low calf kicks, it's been like a back burner thing for a long time, right?
I'm not trying to be a dick, but
let me
the
finish.
low-
Let me finish.
All right.
But now this is like thing that is debilitating the top 10 guys week after week.
Yeah.
And we see a guy like Conor McGregor who was the biggest hype train the UFC's probably ever seen in its fucking entire thing.
Easy.
Right? Well, arguably got more
Hype
people to watch
train.
the UFC than ever before.
Hype
Train,
versus
yeah.
real.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
hype
he
versus
was
real.
a hype train that was
So-
crazy for sure. You could say.
So the biggest superstar in the sport come up, and now he goes against Dustin Poirier this past weekend and gets hit with leg kicks, which is a
KO'd.
new thing.
It's not a new thing.
It's well, I'm saying like to
It's
be
new
a
to the
primary
UFC,
weapon.
yes.
To be a primary weapon, it's a new thing in the UFC the
disagree.
past few years.
I disagree.
When's
Dan Henderson fucking set up the H-bomb with it constantly.
Yeah, Dan.
Constantly.
There,
Calf kick, what you're talking about.
The
it's a
effectiveness wasn't
technique
really- yeah.
to fucking finish him. They talked
Right.
about it after the fight. It's how Dustin Poirier beat him.
Yeah.
And I get what you're coming from. The game is evolving. NFL's evolving. NBA's evolving, right? NBA, like we talk about the NBA. You have 7 foot tall, 300-pound guys. When we were a kid, they were just jamming, grabbing boards and jamming. Now these motherfuckers are fucking
Stepping out,
dribbling,
shooting threes. Yeah.
shooting threes, everything, right?
Right.
It's the same thing with MMA. You got wrestlers that know jiu-jitsu and this and that. But back to my point, when you say the greatest, you have to go back to what paved the way.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to fucking go back to pave the way. There's no telling what could be watched growing up. Fuck, for all we know, he could have watched fucking Jens Paul for growing up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right? You have to pave the way. To me, it disrespects sport when you're calling these new guys the greatest of all time.
I
It
think
really is.
It gets very gray when
The
you start bringing
lightweight-
up past generations and today's generation.
I think it gets great when you bring up the greatest of all time.
It does.
It's too hard of
Absolutely.
an argument.
Yeah.
It's too hard. I mean, you could talk about Anderson Silva. Nobody's standing with Anderson Silva for fucking what, 8 years?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's standing with
Almost a
him.
decade.
But I can sit here and say nobody's still with Chuck Liddell for fucking 7 fights.
Yeah.
Nobody fought with Matt Hughes for fucking 10 fights.
Yeah.
Nobody could fight George St. Pierre for
like-
10 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's
That's
been nice
just-
to see the change of the guard, where we've seen the guys that came up from that original UFC era, where it was a handful of specialists and then some brawlers
Yeah.
mix in. There'd be every now and then you'd have guys like Rich Franklin who could take
But
you
like
down,
what
beat
he's
you up.
saying,
But
what Jacob's saying is the guys that we are still on top of, the guys that you still remember as
Yeah.
the GOATs, are the guys that were good in everything. It's like when I said
Yeah.
George St. Pierre. I think George St. Pierre is the greatest mixed martial artist ever. And you even knew why, right?
Yeah.
As a more casual fan, you knew why. It's because he knew every aspect of
Right.
the game, right?
yeah, that's fun. That's definitely a big
I'm
part of it.
so happy I had time to argue with this because it's been sitting on me, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like I seen somebody, one of my friends on Facebook posted that Khabib was the greatest ever, and it fucking lit a fire under me. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Well, and we've seen like those Dagestan guys are no fucking joke. And
Russian
we see,
guys
like
in general.
fucking Kamzat or whatever.
Yeah,
Zabit.
Chimanev.
Kazmat Chimaev,
yeah.
Zabit.
Zabit's coming
was
up.
fucking
Yeah.
nasty, dog. At 145, and Kazmat Chimaev, or however you say his first name and last name,
Yeah.
he's just nasty, dude.
The
But
guy that's got the
they're
cleft
mountain
palate,
people.
Zat Daddy is what Brendan Schaub calls him.
they're mountain people.
Uh-huh.
So they automatically, and this is crazy when
They have
people
no
sound
porn,
this,
no
you,
Wi-Fi.
you
All they do is wrestle
wouldn't
all
think
day.
this is real, but their cardio is automatically better.
Yeah,
Automatically.
live at elevation.
They're like 1,000 feet above sea level.
Oh, yeah.
Born into it. No joke, dude. So they're wrestling. Like if we had face mask on, or
Yeah.
you know the trainer mask, that's how they live. It's literally. I mean, Dagestan's like 1,000 feet above sea level.
Right.
That's why they're runners and cardio guys, right? And plus, wrestling is like baseball here. So wrestling's just that big there. They're nasty dudes, man.
It's just-
Khabib is a bad motherfucker.
Of
like
course.
before somebody watches like wants to argue, Khabib is bad.
Yeah.
And I would put him in, I can't really think right now, but like top 5 or top 10 ever.
For sure.
Out of all weight classes.
Yeah.
Like I really would. But to call him the greatest, I think you're disrespecting everything that
The
came before him.
UFC's taken the same course that every sport ever has taken, whether it's NASCAR or anything else. It's everybody's looking for that edge. The edge used to be steroids. Who can be the biggest, baddest brawler
No,
in the
it's
fucking
just-
cage?
it's
That's what it
just
was for a
sports.
long time. That was the age of Brock Lesnar and fucking Chuck Liddell. Well, then USADA comes in and like, all right, well, no more of that. So now it's got to be who has the best conditioning, who has the best diet,
You
who
gotta
has
want it, yeah.
the cryo, who has fucking sauna 6 times a day. It's no different than fucking Model Ts when they first started NASCAR
Yeah.
and moonshine.
Who wants to be
compared
faster
to
and-
fucking completely souped up the cars of tomorrow as of
Yeah.
2008. When NASCAR
It just
released the
circles
new
around
vehicle.
to who wants to win.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Who can
now that
perform the
USADA
best.
is in and they test better, that's when you'll see who really is the baddest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will say this on steroids and stuff. You got some bad dudes.
Man.
You look like Vitor Belfort. I mean, he's sitting there sleeping dogs, and that's just TRT. Testosterone
Yeah.
replacement. That's not DECA or
Right.
anything like that.
Well,
so imagine,
that we
guys,
know of.
we talk about like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
This dude was doing that with the fucking disease that was killing him.
Yeah.
Imagine him without the disease that was killing him. He'd have probably never went back to the WWE.
You ever see him in college wrestling? Like he just looks
Monster.
like I don't know if he was taking anything in college. You can't really
He
tell.
was. He was probably taking
yeah.
shit when he was 10
You know,
years old.
you know what fucking broke my heart, dude?
What?
Was when TJ Dillashaw got popped.
Yeah.
I really
love
like
TJ.
TJ.
You wanted to like him. He seems like a decent dude. I went and saw him in Chicago a few years ago.
And Henry
against-
Cejudo fucked him up while he was on
Oh,
steroids.
EPOs.
I got a piece of
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, he got messed up when he was on.
was on it too.
Oh, big claims there.
Yeah, like that's what I love so much about.
Sounds like DJ needs to bend the knee.
Needs to be. One of the things I love so much about these conversations with mixed martial arts is that there is so much subjective views on it because fight styles.
He's pressing like a racehorse in there. Son of a bitch.
And my girlfriend's
He's
there.
getting you
Stop
a swimming pool.
that. That's what I love about the conversation so much. Obviously, I'd put Habib in the top 10, top 5. He may be greatest of all time before his story's done.
Oh, easily top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
It's hard to even compete there. As much as I love the old guys who fought for a different purpose and fought with different means and
Right.
different like knowledge in the sport, there's still just a huge difference
That's what I'm
in
talking
the
about.
athletes itself. You know,
the evolution of it. You
well,
know what I
now
mean?
you have things such as like the UFC Performance Institute, where like the UFC itself will sponsor you to train and fight for them.
Yeah.
You know, and like guys like Tank Abbott, they were in a fucking garage just throwing weights around and
Yeah.
shit and brawling. I mean, I've got
Right.
videos I've got DVDs that DJ gave me in Hook and Shoot back in the 90s. You know, and that's what I love about it is it has changed so much, and you get to see like the small little things that jump at. What the fuck? God damn it!
All right, now here.
No one
here's
can hear
something
you,
funny
bro.
for you. How peeing?
No one can hear you. Not in front of the mic.
Oh shit. Okay, calm down before you get beat up. Anyway,
I'm gonna call Henry.
name 2 MMA fighters you think you could whoop. Like for real.
Jake Shields.
Dog, I was thinking that.
I'm just kidding.
I was thinking I would whoop Jake Shields.
I could probably beat up.
Jake Shields would fuck us up. Probably.
I can beat up that one dude who Nate Diaz beat up back in the
Takanori
day.
Gomi?
Yeah, no, not Takanori Gomi. Fireball Kid would fuck me
Gomi
up.
would have
No,
fucked
no.
all 3 of us up at the same time.
No. I'm thinking of there was maybe it was Nick Diaz, the dude who was trying to catch his punches.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
you know,
Asian dude, brother.
And Josh Neer, the
God
dude that
dang.
Rumble knocked.
No, dude,
I'm
no.
just kidding.
The dentist will whoop you.
No, it wasn't
real.
Josh Neer. It was
Josh Neer
Spear.
will-
Josh Spear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying Jake Shields.
Jake Shields.
Unless, listen,
This is the epitome meathead. Like, well, what UFC fighters can you whoop?
that's what we're doing. But here's the thing.
None of them.
I could probably get Jake Shields unless it goes to the ground.
Oh, dude,
If it goes to the
yeah.
ground, I'm getting choked out immediately.
Just start
But if we're
swinging
throwing hands, I'm eating it.
Just
I'm
start
eating
knocking
it. I'm eating it. Jake Shields, I'm getting him, and Joseph Benavidez.
I'm trying to think. Joseph Benavidez. Why? Fucking Joseph Benavidez.
Bro, I fight Joseph Benavidez. I got like 130 pounds on him. I get knocked out. I get slept. See, this is the thing, though. Motherfuckers talk about these dudes like they're normal dudes.
They do.
No.
Dude,
These are MMA fighters.
So me and you know because we watch a lot of fights. We've
lot.
been in a few situations. But
I'll whoop Jacob.
the best thing ever is watching MMA with people who have never taken part in the sport and have
yeah.
only watched it, because I forget how many
Well,
I forget how many people have an inflated ego of how well they
It's the
think
best
they can fight.
and the worst.
Right?
And here's why. Because most of the people that talk shit about guys like that have never been in a fight. They've never been punched.
Or they-
I have been slept, dog. I have been hit
I've
so
been cracked,
hard.
yeah.
I've been hit so hard, and like I've thought that life was ending. Like I've had 16 male cousins or whatever it is, like a crazy amount. I've had my ass whipped.
Yeah.
So I'm humble. I understand that. Like I sit here and joke about Jake Shield. That dude will whoop me.
Yeah.
Joseph
pulling guard.
Benavidez.
Yeah, he's pulling guard.
Joseph Benavidez is a flyweight. I'm getting whooped, dog. Like
Yeah, calf kick. Damn, that really do hurt.
the only way I could beat these dudes is if I throw a haymaker and hope it lands. Like, and I love when dudes my size will be like, "Yo, man, he's a flyweight dude. I'll take him." He's a professional MMA fighter.
And probably a black
He
belt
will
in something.
He will fuck you up. And like I'm here
here's
to
the
admit
thing.
it. I
saw
am
Windshield,
6'1".
You move furniture. All they do is eat, sleep, and breathe training and
Listen.
fighting.
And I wrestle and shit. Don't matter.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
learned how to throw body weight around. I promise you. I promise you. You all beat up. Like that's no good.
Yeah.
Chase, I'll whoop. But here's what I'm saying,
I'll
though.
fucking run, first of all.
I'm 6'1", 206 pounds, right?
270.
No, I know. 270. Fuck you guys. I'm 260. I'm actually
265,
260. I'm giving myself a half pound. I'm 259 and a half. Whatever.
Whatever. We'll get us, man.
Here's what I'm saying. Flyweight whoops me. Joseph Benavidez, Demetrius Johnson, Henry Sue, they fuck me up, dog. They're professional MMA fighters. I don't understand why people don't understand that.
Because they've never been hit by one.
Dog, people
They've
would be
never
talking.
been punched.
People would be talking about beating up Anderson Silva. What?
Bro,
It looks so easy when you're watching it on TV.
Yeah, right.
bro.
Well, he did that. I can do that.
You know how many times I've seen that in the wrestling ring? Swear to God, people come in and want to train, and be like, "Yeah, I watched this for 30 years," and they like do one thing, and they're like, "Nah, I don't want to do this no more."
Yeah.
Like, now imagine getting punched in the face by a professional.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like Floyd Mayweather. Everybody always, "I'll beat up Floyd." No, you won't. No, you won't.
Can't even
I'll
hit
take
Floyd.
one swing at Floyd Mayweather and get punched 8 times,
Right.
and probably asleep. I'm probably knocked out, dog. Like I don't understand why people can't admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get
It's
that.
ego.
125-pound UFC fighter. I'm calling anybody out. Fight me so we can prove that y'all whoop me. Like
Knock
y'all
me
will
out.
beat my ass.
Knock
dog.
me out
Like,
right
I
now.
don't understand why people don't admit that. Like it's okay. They
People-
get paid for it.
People are bad about their fight sense. A lot
Brother,
of people are
B-dubs,
Fight IQ.
People think
B-dubs.
Yeah, people think like that's why I won't even go watch the fights
I
at
hate
any
it.
place other than my home at this point, other than like with
Hate
my
it.
friends, obviously. But going like and seeing like these things, it's fine. Like I get it. It mostly comes from ignorance, but the biggest
Yeah.
thing that drives me nuts is like, you know, you can be hyped up for a fight. You can
Yeah.
you
Stephen
can
Palmer.
you can
Shout
He
out.
did.
Where's he at?
I don't know. We need to get him on here.
That dude's
Nepal.
yacked. This dude was like 300 pounds and 4 foot tall, and then he got yacked.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He turned
Like
around. Yeah.
fucking yacked, dog.
He had some anger issues, allegedly. But
Allegedly.
man, he would be he'd be the dude that claps and screams and beat up like, "Let's fucking go,
Going off
let's
on
go!"
waitresses.
Like he's one of
Like
those.
this waitress came up during a fight and he's like, "Shut up, bitch."
Yeah, yeah.
First of
Oh,
all,
no.
you had us stop getting served at B-Dubs for calling the waitress a beer winch.
Hey, fucking bitch.
You said, another
was
Bud Light beer winch, and she stopped bringing
She
us
was
alcohol.
ultra rude, dog.
It was a
was
joke.
super
She
rude.
was coming
She
over.
was a rude-
she
Yeah,
was
very
playing around, joking with us, and I'm like,
Like,
"Another
she
beer,
seen-
beer winch," and she's like, "Fuck you." I'm like,
She
"Fuck
seen
you,
all
bitch."
of us
Yeah.
clowning on each other, and she tried to like
She
jump
thought she
in.
joined.
Yeah.
Then I clown on her, and she wants to get mad. So I'm like, "Fuck you, whore."
Yeah.
And that was Chad. Chad Winters, R.I.P. That was like 2 months before he, passed away. I asked him. I told the manager,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Bring him over to us."
Yep.
Fuck this bitch.
And he
man.
started serving. She got super mad.
Yeah, she got.
I don't
real
like
mad.
that. Servers don't like when you get pulled off of their tables. I mean, I get it, but at the same time,
Fuck
she was.
you.
I've
She
had
was
some
literally not serving us
Man,
anymore.
I've had some bad service before where like I've
Sorry.
had people be like straight up sit there and be like, "How much are you gonna tip me?" A lot less now that you ask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Wait,
I
you-
tipped him a dime at B-Dubs one time.
Wait, I was at B-Dubs. Were you with me when that waitress told me to stop drinking so fast?
I don't know if I was there. I might have been, but
She gave me a sweet tea, and then she come back around with our food, and the sweet tea was gone. She was like, "You better slow down. I'm not gonna keep running back and forth." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
So this is literally your job.
Yeah, and then I got up and I got my own refill, and then she goes, "You need to go sit down before you get me in trouble."
yeah, you can't.
I was like, "Okay."
That's the funny thing about beat-ups because like allegedly there's you can go up and just get a drink.
Just go and get your own drink.
Yeah,
we've done that
I've
all
had
the
that
time.
happen a couple times where like there's been some questionable service at places and I'm like,
That was
I'll-
wild.
I'll
The night
literally
he's
just
talking
do it
about was
myself.
Funny though, dog. She got
She was
mad.
real mad.
She wanted to fight.
Like
Okay.
I get it. Like you're not always gonna have like the like ideal. Yes, ma'am. This is exactly this is what we want tonight. Think you can get that? I appreciate it. You know, sometimes you get like a handful of fellas in there having a good time, and we're rowdy. We're making fun of each other, not being mean to her. We were not being mean to her.
We didn't even
No.
talk to her at all until she jumped in.
I met your friends for the first time that night, and we're sitting here playing with each other.
Impression.
She wants to join in.
Yeah.
And she's going. I'm like, another bar, a beer wench.
Yeah, and you said it jokingly, and she was like,
that bitch wanted to fight. So I'm like,
she was super mad.
She was mad.
You want to fucking throw hands, bitch. I'm like, out. Just kidding, sponsors.
You can't do that. But I just hated that because like I've had situations where servers have been like really good, and all they have to do is like show up, ask me what I want to eat.
You literally have to take my order and get my food and drinks. That's
all
all you have to do. Let's not fucking shit around it here and say it's hard.
It's not shit around it.
Well,
it's not hard.
I just hate that like there's such a bad stigma around like people who don't like tip great. Like, and I get it to an extent.
I tip very well. I don't want to
Jacob does
I
tip
tip
very well.
$20 bills no matter how much.
Fuck that shit.
I generally tip the same amount depending on.
Well, especially during Corona, like I tip a lot right now.
I haven't been out.
Brooklyn ordered like $7 worth of food from Sonic and gave the lady a flat 20.
Damn. Yeah, I got.
Like we've been spreading the love with our.
I try to, but
I lost
waiters.
A lot of times I have bad service, and I'm like, there's no other way that I can express that I had bad service besides tell you and be like, hey, I can't.
I'll write it on the receipt.
Yeah.
I'll still give them a good tip, and I'll be like, I was displeased.
It depends, right? It depends, because if it's their fault, then you know. Because, like, if your food's sitting up there in the window for 30 minutes and you're like, okay, well, they're just outside. The biggest difference I've noticed is, like, people who, like, actually trying to serve you and make sure that, like, you get your food and everything, all that stuff, like, they don't make those same sort of excuses, remarks that, like, people who, they're just running drinks, basically glorified running drinks, and being like, hey, since I'm a waiter or waitress, you have to tip me, and if you don't, that makes you an asshole. No.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that for whatever fucking reason you can't get paid minimum wage. That is weird that we don't pay servers minimum wage. I think that
it's weird that they would accept the position. First, if no waiter or waitress accepted that position, then they would change the system.
That's true. I do know a lot of waiters and waitresses that make a lot of money.
They make a lot of fucking money on that system.
And don't pay.
It's choice.
But anyways,
strippers or servers, did they make bank?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The police.
That is what it is.
No, like, the only thing that I genuinely,
calming you down.
I genuinely get pissed off. You know how much I love Real Hacienda. Yeah. Well, it pisses me off every time.
Fire dog,
dude. Like, there's that girl that works up there at the checkout.
They're all banging.
Dude, she just sits up there and plays on her phone the whole time.
Yeah,
like, she doesn't give a fuck about seating you. She don't give a fuck about ringing you out. She's just sitting there texting. I'm like, can you do your job for like 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Can you just like stop?
I know you're being paid right now.
Even though Papa Grande's better.
I don't like Papa Grande.
I like Papa
What? Really? I think their steak is better.
I haven't tried it in probably 2 years.
Ernesto's? Have you had Ernesto's?
I've tried every Mexican place in town.
He's
Don
the
Mario's,
one that he just
check out Don Mario's.
I tried.
I haven't done,
dude. So if your rice is bland, I won't go back.
Let me say this:
if you don't flavor your fucking, I understand they're cooking for white people, but like I need some flavor.
Hey, before you get too far in it, Mexican food's fire.
Yeah.
Let's say I haven't had Don Mario's downtown. Ernesto's moved from 2nd Street down to the Plaza.
Yeah,
she's Dro. Dro. Hacienda is like the gold standard here, though. I'm sorry. Like people agree with it.
It's just not bad.
Hacienda
it's just not bad. Yeah,
it's just consistent and it's good.
That's it. And as a restaurant, that's all you can really aim for.
First of all, I judge every Mexican restaurant on their arroz con pollo.
Yeah,
and like
it's like the whitest guy
bro.
order ever.
Yeah, it's so good.
Well, you get the rice, you get the chicken,
seasoned grilled chicken, seasoned rice, and some fucking shredded
burrito.
Queso on
yeah,
giant
burrito, brother. Every time,
bro. We were in Real Hacienda the other day. We were getting taco bowls, and this dude next to us at a table next to us. You know when you get that giant burrito, they bring it to you, and it's got like lettuce and cheese over it, and you can't even see the burrito. They set it down, and then he calls the waiter back over, and he goes, "Yes, what's going on?" And he goes, "I ordered a burrito," and he goes, "Yeah, it's there." And he's like, "No, this is like a taco salad or something." And the waiter took his like fork and scraped it to the side. He's like, "It's a burrito," and he's like, "Oh, well, this is not how they do it in Hopkinsville."
Go the fuck home.
Bro, it was so funny.
Go home.
It was so funny.
Hoptown's gross anyway. Fucking motherfucker.
This is not how they do it in Hopkinsville.
Yeah.
I like that's cool to say.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from Hoptown.
Right. That's not how they do it in New York
That's like
City.
saying you're from Ohio County. Who gives a fuck?
This is not how they do it in Hartford.
Yeah, I get better service in Beaverdown.
Missy
That's not
said
good.
Gus will fuck you up. Gus is on his way to fuck you up. I don't know who Gus is.
You know Gus, Psycho Gus from the Big B show.
Oh, I do know Gus.
Yeah.
I'm
Gus,
not
I'll
sure-
beat your motherfucking ass.
Yeah,
Come on with you, homie.
Jimmy, I don't know what happened.
Dad?
Tell Jimmy why Mike's not here.
My dad?
Yeah, he's wondering where Postawait's at.
I don't know. I think he got scared because I'm so belligerent, Dad. I don't know.
He texted me like 10 minutes before the show and he said he had to pick up his grandkids.
Like my
or
dad
something.
has that?
Yeah.
I don't know, Dad. Shut up.
Your dad would beat your ass.
I didn't think that until we wrestled and he whooped me. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I ain't so bad after
Bro, I
all.
remember the first time, like, I had
Swear to
zero-
God, that's the humblest moment I've ever had.
Oh, really?
It's when Dad beat
Wrestled
me
with
up.
your dad?
I'm like, oh shit, I'm not that
Oh.
bad. For real.
I'm not that bad.
That's why I'm like, oh, I'll get beat up by him now.
Like, you gave me
I know.
my most humble moment for real. Like, I had zero fight experience. I watched UFC for years, and I was one of those guys who's like, oh, this is, I could do it. I've seen it on TV. And then DJ just seatbelted me for 30 minutes, and
Oh,
I couldn't
waist
get out of it.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
He
I forgot we had the. I
he
thought we
didn't
had
have- nothing except seatbelt
I think
me.
I waist locked you or something. Or I might have seatbelted
You seatbelted
it was
me.
seatbelt.
That's like the most I know, though.
I remember
Like, I'm
because-
not that bad, dog,
Because I
promise.
remember DJ having you in it, and I was like, I don't think Jacob knows the proper
You were like,
way.
hey, sit out. Just sit out. I'm like, I'm sitting.
Yeah, and you would sit, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well that's
He's saying sit out to a guy that
Yeah.
doesn't know what
Yeah,
sit
and
I
out
had
is.
no idea.
yeah, just sit. I was like, sit. And as it's leaving my mouth, I'm like, that is not even helpful. That's like,
weird.
It's like, yo, do the Kimura twist, bro.
You're yelling at me in Mandarin.
Yeah, in a different language.
It's
yeah.
so funny we're talking about this because I've showed like 3 people the video of Brian beating me this month.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, I texted Brian one time. You sent me the poster. I'm like, yo, dog, let's run it back. He's like, I'm not in shape, man. Like, fuck it. You think I am? Like, people automatically assume since I wrestle, I'm in shape. Like, what? I'm in worse shape than I was 10 years ago. You know? No, not even coronavirus. Before the coronavirus, I'm in better.
It's like before
I'm in
coronavirus.
better shape now than I was before the coronavirus. I swear to God. Yeah, yeah, dude. For no reason.
For no
sure?
reason.
Yeah, I'm sure. I eat baked lays. Oh, I'm healthy.
Baked
Oh, you're healthy. Yeah, I eat wheat bread.
I had my special K this
No,
morning.
it's a true story. I'm not kidding. I didn't fry my bologna. I just put it on their code.
You make a sandwich, I just eat it from
What?
the container.
Bro,
Is that
fried
the next
bologna's
part? Is that
super
part?
good.
Yes,
Super
sir.
good.
That's my favorite
Dude,
thing.
growing up, I used to eat cold bologna and fucking ketchup sandwiches.
Bologna is just. Oh, okay, I'm mustard.
Mustard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more
Bologna
mustard guy
is
now.
fire, dude. But I never knew how country that was until I got older. And then I'm
Really?
like, oh,
My dad would
normal
buy,
people
like,
don't
the
buy
fucking-
bologna.
They'd buy the log.
Oh,
And you could cut your own like 2-inch thick slice off and throw that bitch in the pan.
We're Fields family, dog.
Oh,
we just
man.
buy the
Fields, yeah. Hillstar
slice
Farm.
ready.
Hillstar Farms and
Well,
Company.
Fields sells
We didn't have that
log,
kind of
bro.
money, brother.
Yeah.
I know.
Fields
We
sells
just
the log. You can get
Dad's
that at
late.
Walmart now.
Jimmy's lazy, dog. We just fucking pull the wax off. He's a lazy fat fucker. What you gonna do about it, Dad? I'll whoop you
kick
now.
He still
not.
whoops you.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
He whoops you without getting out of the
He's
recliner.
got the dad strength.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Brother's just big.
For no reason.
Say something, homie.
Man, my fucking cheeks hurt.
I was just
This
thinking.
is a good one. Nothing too wild. Nothing
Yeah,
too, we're
Chase
sitting here
didn't
talking
get-
about
Chase didn't get
MMA and
beat up this
bologna.
Yeah.
I gotta see this video because I don't remember that.
It's on my, yeah, you beat up Chase after the last podcast you're on. And Chase goes, he's never coming back on.
He's there. You were-
Here he is.
I'm views, dog.
Live and in the
Oh,
flesh.
Jimmy said easy. With that exclamation point. Easy, all caps.
He ain't gonna do nothing. What you about to do about it? Sit there and eat a bowl of cereal at 12 p.m. Get punched in
Hey,
the
that
head.
is the best time to eat cereal, though, if we're being honest.
It's the best time for him to eat anything. 12 p.m.
Oh, big ass.
Oh, midnight snack ass. What you gonna do about it, big belly have a motherfucker, man? I'll punch you right in the head. I say that and he eats it. Gus Fuquay. Y'all get when coronavirus, when it's gone, miracle cures it. But y'all got to come to a show. You have
We'll
to.
do a live stream
Haven't
of the
been
show.
on
I did a show in September at the Kentucky Motor Speedway in Whitesville. Super nervous about it. Didn't know how it would turn out. A lot of our fans showed up. So it was banging, dude. It was popping. So y'all got to come to one, man. You have to.
I fucking love them, dude.
I'm a good guy, though.
They're
so.
like, I was so reserved at first because we all watched a little bit of WWE growing
Brother, it'll
up.
bring it out.
The
if
indie
you're live.
circuit.
It'll bring it out if you're live.
It's something else
telling
because you're in a room with, depending on the crowd size, a number of people that like, I may never see these folks again. And so you can go in, you can be a mark. You can go in there and enjoy the show for what it is. And like, here's the thing. I went to plenty of shows at Duke and Best, and I'll tell you what, some of the guys in there were fucking going all in. This was not a joke to them. This was their fucking lives. And
You came to the street fight, man.
I did come to the street. That was
No,
wild.
you seen
Y'all told me about that.
you seen me and Cashflow live.
I
The
did.
Big guy.
Yeah, I got to see you in Cashflow live, which was really cool.
I got whooped. Dog.
The Bobby Wilson shows were just professional enough to where you're like, okay, I can sit and watch this. Okay, they had commentators, they had announcers, it's a whole ass show. It's not some rinky dink backyard show where they just have a ring and that's it.
That's
You know,
legit.
Bobby puts on a whole ass show, and he not just puts on a show. Somehow, like, talent shows up there, like good talent. Like unbelievable talent. I was seeing, I was like, this is not Owensboro, Kentucky.
And I'm
Duke and
number
Best.
one.
Yeah, this is not building one. What the fuck?
I'm the heavyweight champ, dog.
You know, and I remember probably some of the hardest times.
I've gotten whooped in Duke and Best so many times, dude. I've got beat up.
I remember so many times I was just straight fooled by the show. The show fooled me, and I'm paying as much attention. I'm like, I won't get fooled, blah, blah, this. And I'm like, gosh damn, holy shit, I can't believe that.
It's wrestling, dog.
And wrestling is, when done right,
The ultimate kayfabe.
it is, when
Shut
done
up,
right,
motherfucker. Googling
when
names. And
done
shit.
You
right.
taught me that. I don't want to hear
Don't
it.
say that.
I learned it from the
Kayfabe,
source.
dog. Kayfabe. Don't be saying that shit.
When I like first saw a wrestling show for the first time since like I was like a young kid, I went and saw a house show, a SmackDown versus Raw,
Robert
like,
Stadium.
or not, yeah, Robert
Evansville.
Stadium, yeah, Evansville. It was like a little house show, and it was really dope. And
Yeah.
I never watched wrestling again after that because I felt like I peaked. Got to see like Batista and Undertaker and Kane. I was like,
that'd be
yeah.
cool. Dude, I was
Yeah.
the biggest Batista
And
fan.
Robert Stadium,
Yeah,
people
Batista
started
was the
leaving.
fucking man, wasn't he,
People
Yeah.
were like leaving towards the end, so like we went up super close, and like I was like reaching out, I was like Undertaker, shake my hand, and he like looked, he heard my voice, and I was like, you heard my voice, and then like his sweat fell over like 3 or 4 people, and they were like, we got his sweat on us, and I was like, I'm lame as
It's
fuck.
shit, ain't
Bro,
it?
y'all
Yeah.
remember when Randy Orton came into the WWE and he was like the biggest villain of all time?
Yeah,
He
the
was
evolution,
He
man.
tore John Cena's
The only
bicep.
thing, like my childhood's
yeah.
so
Hurt my
different.
feelings.
Like people our age remember that stuff, but like Dad told me everything about it, and I never bought it. I was like, you're lying to me, Dad. That's not what's really happening. That was real, man. How can you fake that? And like I was
Man.
like, Brock Lesnar was my guy.
Yeah.
I was the Brock Lesnar, and Scott Steiner were my dudes, man. And Booker T. I was such a huge fan of Booker T. But like he said, though, man, that's the whole name of the game. It's to get you enthralled no matter what, no matter the age range,
That's
male
one
or
thing.
female, kid, woman, old woman,
Yeah.
whatever. Old women are the best. Is to get you in there, man. That's the best feeling, and it's the best drug I've ever done.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's
I'll
when
tell
you
you
come
what.
out. Like I'm sitting there at
Besides
Whitesville.
really good coke.
I hadn't
Or
really.
151 pounds of
It's
meth.
better. Trust me, I know it's better.
Well, I'll tell you what, man.
No, seriously, like Whitesville Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, oh man, these people ain't seen me. I'm the good guy and stuff. I'm like, these people ain't seen me in months. I don't know. Like I'm so scared. Like they're not gonna say anything. It's just gonna go out there and be dead. That's embarrassing. Got all these veterans watching. They won't go out there fucking.
Yeah.
They're all fucking hyped. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Then you're throwing real punches and shit.
I see the difference between a full house show and like a small house show
Yeah,
where
you've been
just
to both.
I've been to both. I've been to ones where there's like 20 folks at the most.
The
Like
kids from Ohio County, remember that?
the football players that you roasted.
They're ready to fight.
So DJ almost
no.
got attacked by the crowd because he roasted a bunch of like I think Davis County football
Ohio
players.
County.
Ohio County football players.
Sounds like Ohio
DJ
County football
used to
players.
play for OHS and
Yeah.
got to probably beat Ohio County a couple of
bad,
times.
dude.
And what did you say to him? Because they were talking shit. They were talking hardcore shit to you. They were like, "This is fake and lame." They were trying to be those
Cool.
Those guys.
They were trying to be cool kids at a show.
Putting the boots to this dude and like hitting him and shit. And I look at him, I'm like, yeah, this guy's about as good as the Ohio County football team, huh?
Yeah, he was
Boom.
kicking the dudes. It was actually pretty funny because they were like, "This motherfucker doesn't want me to come in the ring." Starts trying to take his shirt off, and they're like, "Get
Who
that."
wants it?
Yeah.
Come on, who wants it?
Yeah. It was quite funny because
That's my favorite thing too, is to like have people our age come and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, you watched it growing up. It's this and that. I promise you, I'll get you." And every time, it has never failed. They get got.
Yeah.
Every show, brother. Every show, man. Like you and Lance's face on the cash flow match. I have it on the computer and I'll watch it. Oh, he's 350 pounds. He's a big old dude.
He's a big dude.
I got beat up.
Yeah. There were, bro. He hit you with a fucking chop that, like, I thought would end your career. And I remember, like, seeing the look in your eye when it hit you. You were like, okay, I am the fourth son, but fuck.
I don't want to do this no more.
I retire.
Please stop, sir.
Pin me, please.
Because I tell you what, man, I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I don't care if you're partial to it, impartial to it. If you're one of those people, it's fake and lame. I don't care. Those guys who go out there and put their bodies on the line, they give a show.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it's better. It's a lot better to see a show where somebody's putting their life on the line than the same damn Disney sequel 10 times over and over and over
said
again.
it best last time he was on the show.
Fucking hell.
When I asked him about it, he said it's predetermined, but it's very real.
Yeah, it is, man.
And that's what the best part about it.
That's like me and Fireball had that street fight, and we're like real good friends.
Wild.
I'm like, yeah, we're about to whoop each other, dog. I hope you know that. And I'm like, we beat the shit
People
out
were
of each other,
like, when they were hitting each other, people were like screeching in peril because like I remember seeing an intensity in that match specifically that I was like, these two looked each other in the eyes before this match and said, "This is gonna be a fucking show. This is not gonna be some
brawling."
It was like my second main event.
Oh, it was
Fireball
so
has been wrestling
good.
since we were like 12, and like we're the same age, and like it was like my second or third main event, something like that, and like. There's always veterans at the show, guys that have been on TV, stuff like that. I'm like, I'm gonna press them tonight. I'm gonna get them tonight. Like I'm gonna try my hardest, and we got them. That was that was the first match I was ever really proud of. I was like, you know, damn, I did that. That was me.
Yeah.
You know,
Woke up the next day, couldn't fucking move.
Oh yeah. We had a few.
R.I.P. to whoever owned that Corolla.
Oh yeah, the Honda Civic out there.
Yeah,
like
the Honda
92.
Civic that got destroyed in the street match.
I got spine busted on it. Batista, there you go. Batista. I got spine busted right on it. Batista style too, like boom.
Yeah.
Hit my head on the windshield. Oh man.
That was
Good
wild. That
times,
was wild.
man.
I have a video of that too. That's like, yo, it's wild out here at Dugan Best because we're out in the street. The whole crowd went out into the street. That's when you know it was good. The crowd followed the wrestlers out of the building. So that was probably the best match that I got to see like live because nothing else was as intense because it felt a lot of times like you'll see the guys go out there and work and their heart isn't in it.
Yeah.
Their heart isn't in it, and you hate that. You hate it because it pulls everybody else down. And you know it too. I ain't got to preach to you because you know how it goes. If you got a guy who goes out there and he's like doesn't want to be there, he's making shit look bad. People are getting annoyed. Like I don't want to see this.
Yep.
And then you got to go out there and follow that.
Yeah, I've done it.
You got to go out there and follow
101
that.
times, man.
I think I remember a specific instance, but like I do appreciate that every show that I was able to go to of yours was always entertaining. I was never bored. I thought that,
in me, dog.
and I went alone. Jacob, I went alone. Like I would go by myself. And like that's how you know if I'm getting out of the house to go do something. You know,
I get chased out of the house
by myself.
It's entertainment.
You know, it's one thing if like people drag me out and I'm like I'm at Taylor's with you guys again.
Here we go.
But I'm like DJ's wrestling night. I kind of want to go see how this fucking pans out.
This is how it is. That's how it's supposed to be, though, man. That's the whole point of it.
And it's
the
unfortunate.
whole point of it. That's the whole shtick. To get you to want to watch, man.
It's unfortunate that there's like bad stigmas around it, especially around here with people like
people
you've voiced to me at least kind of your concerns with like the people who come up from like the backyard.
I've been in a fight with them.
Yeah.
No, I literally got in a fight with them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I called him out.
Does
a year ago.
do people that
bitch motherfucker apologize in person?
Do people that come from that quote unquote backyard circuit, like
It's
does it bother you? Like what? How does that make you feel? Somebody coming in that like hasn't had the
It's disrespectful.
Okay.
It's disrespectful. Here's why. It's because I was trained properly in a ring, right? In a professional ring, in a professional manner, by a professional. I was trained twice, actually. I trained once with Dad for a few years, and I say that lightly, right? And then I was trained hardcore by a professional who had wrestled for bigger names and stuff like that. Hardcore training, right? Hours on a day and stuff like that. And I put my blood, sweat, and tears. Like I remember, like we'd go party on a Saturday night, and then wake up in the morning, and he would be like, "Smell the liquor on your breath. Do some log rolls. Do some rope runs, shit like that." So like I trained like I was training for football. On that, I was actually training and being beat up and this and that and getting stretched and showing the ropes properly, like how you're supposed to for a year, dude. Twice. I did it once and then I did it again. And then I was working shows versus dudes that I'm like, had been in there for 10 years that I'm like, why am I better than this guy? And then you have to be humble and you say, thank you. That's why it's so disrespectful. These dudes go in the backyard and they just do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. You're doing the moves, but how do you do this with the crowd? How do I get Chase Cramlett to come by himself? That's real wrestling. That's what wrestling actually is. Is how can I, you watched it when you was a kid, it died out, you heard the rumors, oh, it's, not real. I don't say the F word. And this and that. How do I get you to be involved in it? That's real wrestling, not moves and doing crazy stuff. That's not wrestling, and that's what backyard is. I've had a few literal fights, like real life fights over it.
I can imagine. I just know like a couple of guys that were backyard folks, and like they
it's a whole era, man.
Yeah, it was a big. Yeah,
there's
that's
a few.
right. It was a whole ass era of people like backyard wrestling.
There's a few of them that are legit now, but not many, and it's just disrespectful. It's like it's the same thing as us going up to Khabib, being like, "Yeah, dog, you fought that 10 man. Who'd you beat up? Yeah,
I did a little MMA in my day.
Who'd you ever beat? Yeah, I beat up Jacob. I wrestled Jacob Payne in a garage one time. Like that. It's like that. Yeah. It's literally like that. It'd be like me going to Hulk Hogan, like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm a heavyweight champion too, dog." What'd you do? Same thing, man.
Right.
Same thing, man.
Yeah. There's levels.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. Great way to put it.
Yeah, I've
your phone's going off. Mine is too.
It's just comments. Jimmy said Shawn Michaels Jr. the heart drop kid. He probably said that a while ago. I was kind of in the.
Who said the hop drop?
He said Shawn Michaels Jr. the heart drop kid. I think he might have said heartbreak kid. But
shut up, Dad.
The heart drop. The cough drop kid.
That's the man. HBK.
Man, that being said, dude, we're coming up on 8 o'clock.
Yeah, damn.
Time flies in this room, dude. It's
it does.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming in, man. Hopefully we'll get Mike on one of these days whenever he gets some time free. But it worked out, and always glad to see you.
Glad to see you too, man. I love both of you guys, man.
Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like our page. Head over to Josh Merritt's page. Like his page as well on Facebook. Thanks, guys.
And Judah the Wrestler.
And Judah the Wrestler on
For
Facebook.
son of professional wrestling.
That's right.
Right. Brother. See y'all.